Okay.
What's up?
What's up?
What the fuck is up, Tube Nation? This is Maddie B. fucking Smokes.
What's up, YouTube? Thanks for tapping in. It's your girl,
Kailie.
Katie.
And Bryan is making me angry. I hate mouth noises.
Good.
Hell no.
So, how's everyone's day going?
Yeah, guys, let's talk about like what's this podcast? Who are we? Like, what's the vibes? You know?
Well, my name is Katie. This podcast is from the three of us, freshly single, and just wanting to talk about some controversial shit.
Yeah.
Relationships suck. Love sucks, but it's beautiful at the same time, you know?
Preach it. Preach it.
My name is Kailie. Also, but I'm like
I'm
the
an alcoholic.
No, opposite.
Cutting that out. This is why I want to edit.
Okay, my name is Kailie, and I have been single for the past like 5-6 months. So I am way ahead of these people in my single game, and I am in my whole phase. So that's my vibe right now. It's just living life. Yes, hell yeah.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Okay, Bryan,
so,
you're acting like you didn't even invite us over here with your whole podcast setup. We're like taking over your whole show here. Come on.
You gotta be entertaining.
Why are you talking?
So, you know what I mean? Like, every time so...
Bryan, you're making me angry.
If we really think about it, and nothing's real, bro. So... Why am I even here, bro?
Bryan,
This is why I wanted to jump into the questions.
we are your guests on this show.
Kidding.
No, it's
kidding.
our show.
Ooh, our show.
It's
All
our
three of
show.
ours?
Yes. No, we're not guests. The fuck?
That's
I'm
right.
not the side. I'm the main
Okay.
character.
Oh, okay. We're main characters, our
For
ass.
real. Yeah, bro, I'm not a robot, you know?
Yeah.
Stop talking like one.
What do you mean? You know what I mean? I'm an AI.
Okay, that's Bryan introducing
That's
himself.
me.
He's an AI.
I'm an AI. I identify as an AI.
Quiet on set, please. Everybody silence your cell phones.
Whoops, do not disturb. Hey, what'd they say, though?
That was your phone.
I know, for real. I was like, bruh.
Don't be worrying about my group chats.
I am in that group chat. That
That's
was
from your
my mother.
I know.
That was from my trap
Hey,
mama.
I was trying to act like I was in a group chat with a bunch of hoes.
With a bunch of hoes. You're like 7 hoes texting just one thing.
Should I respond back to your mom and be like, okay.
Yeah, do it.
She goes, open the garage door for me, please.
All right.
I just go, okay.
But anyways, guys.
Anyway, so yeah.
So, these relationships are fucking hard, and I hate them. And, you know what I mean? Like, I'm an alcoholic, and I don't want to admit it.
You can't
And
say that.
I'm just playing.
We're talking about all the fucking substances.
Yeah. Goddamn.
We are going deep.
I'm just a
The
damn
addictions.
addict.
The addictions, there's drugs.
Oh, wait.
There's alcohol.
Bryan, you can finish your story, but I think we should also say, like, what our, like, our main three are. Katie, go.
I'm Katie. I am a Cancer, emotional as fuck, Virgo moon, and Scorpio rising.
Okay. My name is Kailie. I'm an Aquarius sun, Virgo moon, and Aquarius rising. And then Bryan, you remember some of yours? Or
Bryan is a Libra.
Libra? Yeah, I remember that.
with an Aquarius moon
Had no idea.
and a Virgo rising.
Holy shit.
There's Katie just with hella emotions.
Is that the scorpion piece of it?
Yeah.
Fuck scorpions, bro. Too much energy, bro.
And being a Cancer on top of it.
Like that Scorpio takes over.
Well, because me and who shall not be named have the same rising
Yeah.
in Scorpio. Weird.
Who's this? Who we talking?
Oh no, we're speaking in strictly codes this
Yeah.
whole
Codes?
episode.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
so
code.
let's all speak in code.
Code name. I'm definitely an alcoholic, but I just don't want to admit it. But at the same time, I'm like, fuck. Alcohol's like my thing, bro. I just love drinking.
Yeah. It's okay. We all got our shit. Because nicotine has always been my number one.
True.
Always been my number one. But weed has a strong hold on me lately. So I don't know. But if I had to function throughout the day without either one of them, I would choose nicotine.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, nicotine. God, I sound like a smoker. Yeah, I'm choosing nicotine. I've been smoking for like 40 years. Let me just like talk really cute. Sorry. Yeah, so I would just definitely choose nicotine.
I don't think I have a substance that's like super addicting for me. It used to be nicotine.
Yeah.
But now it's like, I feel like it's more people and emotions.
Oh,
and
shit.
like, it's true.
Oh my God, I'm addicted
I feel like
to people.
yeah, I know. But no, I think like I don't know.
Like substance-wise, I don't think.
I think you pick and choose with situations.
What do you mean?
Because I feel like in some breakups or like in some hard times, like you'll choose drinking over everything. And then sometimes you'll choose nicotine. Or sometimes you'll just like smoke it through or
That's
do something
true.
else, you know?
Yeah.
So I think it's like you kind of pick and choose what your battle is. And I feel like your battle right now is just the fact that that is going on.
A person?
I think my
A person.
addiction is based off of just fucking needing something to get me through the day.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Facts.
Like sometimes it's just fucking, I need to like chill. Working 2 jobs too, like it's too much, bro.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. My man got 2 jobs.
X number 1, nicotine. X number 2, alcohol. X number 3, nicotine and alcohol.
Percocets.
Oh, God.
Perks.
Okay, yeah. So back to you, Brian. Sorry.
We talk a
Back to
lot.
our
Yeah,
sponsor.
fucking, yeah, sorry.
Back to-
Okay, continue. Back to our sponsor, Brian.
Back to the sponsor. I'm good.
No, okay.
I love alcohol so much, dude.
Yeah.
You have no idea. Like, if I could just, like, bathe in liquor, I would. And that's, like, not even, not even half-assing, not even, like, saying, like, I'm overreacting to any of that.
Damn.
It's only because I'm, like, too fucked up in the head, but that's all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't think alcohol makes you more fucked up in the head, though?
Yes, completely. So now I'm just on a downward spiral because I'm like,
Do you think alcohol is your big thing when you're like fucked in the head or whatever because it's an excuse to put it on? Like, oh, I'm not fucked up in the head. It's because of the alcohol.
facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's an easy game, because everyone wants a scapegoat. So personally, that's my scapegoat. Just looking for something as an excuse to not get better, not get healthy kind of shit,
Damn.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. But I'm just like, that for me was my realization, and I feel like this DUI is actually a lifesaver,
Yay.
I do.
I'm so
I'm
happy you
proud
said
of
that.
you.
I was like saying that too, and I was like, the only like stories I've ever heard of Brian like weren't the best, and I know it's just because a lot of drinking was involved, but I was like, that's all I knew of him. But then like Katie was like, no, like he's not drinking, like he's chill, and I was like, okay. And so then I got to meet you, and I was like, bro, you're really cool. And then I was like, I don't know how you are on alcohol because I've only heard bad things. So it's good that you've noticed that this is like good,
Yeah, like she's
'Cause-
always been skeptical of why are you and Brian even friends? Like,
Because I
you
didn't
guys
feel like
only
we had
have
no
wild
idea
nights.
about each other really. Like I didn't really know you at all.
No, you're good. I mean,
I was always like, no, like that's one of my best friends, and she's just like, why?
I'm like, what?
Yeah, she's like,
I
why?
was so confused.
She's like, I get it. I know you
Yeah,
left.
I'm like-
You left the other night, and she was like, I get it. I was like, good.
Yeah, I was like, I get it. You're just chill.
no.
I know we all three like each other.
Oh, also our ages. I'm 23. I almost said 24. No, I am 23. I'm 23. I don't have wrinkles yet.
Oh my!
Just putting it out there.
Oh,
Like I turned 24 in July.
damn.
Did you not know my age?
Hmm?
What do you mean, damn?
He's like,
I
oh
thought you were
shit,
younger.
probably. Really?
Hey. No,
Okay,
I'm
you
26.
guys, knock it off.
I'm 26. I'm 26.
Knock it off.
Bro, you're not even that much older than me.
I
Why'd
know,
you make
I'm
it
just
sound like you're an
like-
old man?
I am an old man.
26.
My bones.
To,
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Kaylee, that's old.
No,
Facts.
actually, I don't think you're old until you're like 30. I think
Yeah.
30 is when you're like, but it's not even old. I'm just saying for like people our age to hang out with. I feel like when they're like, oh yeah, I'm 30. I'm like, damn, you're 30?
Bro.
Sarah's 30. I have a friend that's 30.
Yeah, but it's like you're in a whole different mindset when you're 30, I feel like. Like when you're in
Yeah.
your 20s, you're still like,
Trying to figure this
kind
shit
of
out.
young, yeah. And then when you hit your 30s, it's like, damn.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Because I also look at my parents and they're 40 43, 44, and I'm
That's
like,
young.
you guys are so young and have so much life left. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like mentally, it's like 30. You got to get your shit together.
Yeah. Dude, my mom's 50 and she's living like she's 25.
Yeah, my parents
Your
are
mom's
living like
loving-
they're in their
loving
20s
life.
as well.
Yep.
Shit.
Yep. They're going out.
Oh, for real? Your mama going out?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Had
yeah.
no
they-
idea, bro.
Our parents
They-
are going
That's
out.
crazy.
Yeah, our parents are living life.
Dude, that's awesome.
I'm the one that's like, Mom, do you know what time it is?
Literally. Literally.
You
I
did
remember
not answer my phone because...
I remember my parents went to Hawaii for like 2 weeks, and they were, or I think it was like a week and a half or something, and they were like, "Okay, you're in charge of Carter, my younger brother," and I was like, "You're just leaving me alone for a week with him?"
You're
Just-
like, ugh.
I'm like, bruh, it was bad.
Like, I
we got
have
into
to
a lot of fights.
babysit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the youngest, so I've never had that problem.
I am oldest child. Oldest child sibling is real.
They're
I
also
don't care
so...
what anybody says.
Yeah, they're also so close in age, though, that I never had that, like, brother resentment. I'm like, no, we watched each other.
Yeah,
I
that's
got your
true.
back.
You guys
Yeah.
are all pretty close in age. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you the oldest, Bryan, or?
I mean, I'm the oldest. Yeah, at least that my dad raised. You know, because I got other like stepbrothers and stuff. But
Oh, okay.
no, he's actually a year and a half younger than me.
Okay, still close in age, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so close for sure. Yeah. I'm like, no, he's the baby. He just, he just took all the fucking essential vitamins and, passed along all that shit, the good genes to him instead. But, whatever. It's cool. It's not like I'm mad at nothing.
Damn.
I'm pissed.
Yeah, I feel that about my younger brother too. He's just fucking tall and skinny. I'm like, bro, let's switch. I'm like, I naturally carry some weight on me. You should have it.
For real. I miss my brother too, though. Every now and then. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I wish we were, because, I don't know if y'all ever feel this kind of way, but just the moments where you guys were like super close, like back in the day as you guys were growing up. It's like, I miss those moments,
I remember you talking to me about that, too, where it's like you almost envy the relationship that I have with Justin because we are so close.
Yeah. Because my brother and I used to be that same kind of way. It was only until, obviously that person came into the picture. And that he became a father, but that didn't stop him, But, like, for me, I'm just really happy he's a father. But it's also, like, now that he has these priorities, now that he has this, it's so hard for him to just, like, step away from that and really spend time, not just with me, but with, like, other people, the crew.
Yeah.
As long as he's pushing himself, being happy, then great. But talking with him, it's just getting kind of like, fuck.
Yeah,
He's
I
in a
know.
different headspace right now.
Yeah.
See, and the thing with me and Justin, too, like, younger, it was the same thing where we were super close and we grew apart, but then we, like, got close again. So, never know.
Sure.
It's hard to watch someone you love and your sibling be in something that's unhealthy,
Facts. Facts.
Yeah, I don't think I could sit around and watch my brother get like his heart thrown around. I'd be
you
like,
would pop
fuck
in
no.
and be like-
yeah. I'd be like, what the fuck is good? Yeah.
True.
Like, I don't care if you're 14 and 100 pounds.
Yeah. And it's,
What the
it's
fuck is
tough,
good?
too, because
Yeah.
it's like, along
Especially
the
being the
lines
older
of-
sibling, because it's
Yeah.
like because me and my brother have I think it's 7-year difference. So it's a pretty big difference. So if I were to like press any girl, they're still in high school. Like, that's hella out of line.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Like, I cannot do that. So, bitch.
Oh my. And it's like on the topic of like relationships and breakups and like the whole podcast thing too. It's like, that no matter what you do, they're not going to walk away until they're ready to do so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's hard
Exactly.
too,
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been saying that like to everybody and to you for the longest time since your breakup. I was like you're not going to be done until you're done.
I'm glad it was severed, bro.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. It's only been a long time coming, but,
But yeah, it's true because it's like you can still it's hard to like you can't break up with someone like when you're still in love with them, You have to find that final moment where it's just like you're choosing yourself over the relationship, or it's like I'm just, I have to choose me,
yeah.
On that topic of everything that you guys are saying though, first question.
Okay,
Smooth ass
question.
transition right
Hold
there.
on,
Smooth transition.
let's transition. 8. I didn't know which one that was.
Yes.
C is
Okay.
supposed to be
So, Does the opinion of the best friend matter when it comes to your partner?
That's a good question. And we did not review this question, Katie.
Oops.
No, we didn't. Let it flow. Let it be
Let it
natural.
flow.
I don't know.
I like that.
I have to think. I don't know. I think, well, okay. I mean, best friends in general, probably they wouldn't care. But I think me and you have a different kind of friendship, best friend level, that it would be like, I don't know. I think you would have to side with it more than to not side with it, because then I would feel weird.
Yeah.
Like if you really were just like, no, like this is not the bro for you, I'd be like, damn, like that hurts my feelings, you know? Like that's my man, you know? Especially if you're gonna like marry the person. You know?
That's why it's like, what would you do? Like if I'm just like, you met someone and I'm just like, I don't like him, I don't get a good vibe, I think you should leave him.
I would be fucking pissed, but like I would know, like I would be mad, you know? Obviously, if I said that same thing to you, you know, you'd be mad too, because it's like, bro, you know?
Yeah.
But I think I would be mad, but then I would just be like,
they have a reason.
They have a reason they're feeling that way, and this person has given me no reason not to trust them. So obviously, I have to take it with some kind of thought, you know, in the back of my brain while I'm with that person.
Yeah.
As well.
What do you think, Bryan?
So that's like just our level of relationship is very deep. So
I was gonna say.
I'm like, just with your homies in general, though, I think it's like, it's kind of like, if my homie doesn't really care for the person I'm dating, then I don't really care, you know, because you're just a homie, you know, like you're just a friend, like whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
I just feel like if the best friend doesn't like your man, they probably know you better than he does.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, what do you see that I don't see?
Yes.
You know, then it makes you think. Like, I feel like, yeah, I'd be upset because it's like, oh, I thought I found my forever person. But I would still be like, why does she feel that way? And she wants what's best for me. Or he wants what's best for me, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So it's tough. It would definitely make you think. Like, I don't think I have an answer, like, strictly for that either. Like, you know?
Yeah, there's definitely no, like, one way answer for that, like a yes or no kind of thing, because it's just so situational, you know, like how well of a best friend that you have. You know what I mean? Like, for honestly, like most of my best friends, I feel like they're more like family than anything, you know?
Yeah, like I consider you one of my best friends,
you know
and the opinion of both of you guys mattered all the time.
Yeah, and it's like, it would just be weird, yeah? Like, if you really told me something was not right with you, then, I don't know. I would have to consider it for sure, like you said, because who knows initially, like, holy shit, this fool probably isn't what I expected.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're not really treating me the way that I really should be treated, because, yeah, some shit like that. But
I know all of us are going to have a different view on this.
Oh, fuck yes.
So this will be fun.
Yes.
But it's like, we talked about opinion of the best friend and dating and whatever. Opposite sex as friends while you're in a relationship.
Oh, you know how I feel about this shit.
I'm looking at you.
Oh, interesting. Let me see this shit.
Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no.
Why?
Hell to the fuck no. By the way, Bryan, I'm guessing agrees. If you're putting the claps, right? Do you agree?
I mean,
or
no, that was the audience agreeing with you.
Oh, okay. Okay, the audience. My people are agreeing. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's
okay.
right. That's
But
right.
tell us why.
Okay, so I say no because I think, I don't know, because then that's kind of hard. But I also, I'm thinking about it now that I'm like not so crazy anymore.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I've kind of
yeah.
chilled out. But also, okay, so this is what I think is fucked up. I think you can have a friend where it's like you side hug when we're all in a group hang. You know, that's fine with me. Those kind of like interactions, you know, I don't care. But it's like if you're like in their close circle of friends, like you're constantly with them or you're texting them, like talking to them and stuff, that's when I'm like, I find it inappropriate.
What about it being a trust thing, though?
No, I just find it inappropriate. Like, it's not even a trust thing. It's just like, why are you giving another girl attention when it should be me? You know, which sounds psycho, but it's like, what's the point of chatting it up with another gender when obviously you're attracted to that gender when I'm right here? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why are you trying to build a connection with the opposite sex that you're attracted to when I'm right here? It just doesn't make sense to me. You know,
What if they were friends first?
if they were friends first, it depends on what kind of fucking friendship they have. If they're like fucking besties, I'm like, looks like you just guys haven't found out that you need to be married. You know what I mean? Like,
No,
I'm
that's
like,
a good point. That is no.
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
get
if
what
you
you're
guys,
saying.
if you guys are really gonna say you're besties, like, this is my bestie, bro. Like, no, all right, you already found your girl. I'm good. Like,
that
no
kind of
thanks.
makes sense. I didn't look at it that way.
Yeah, I'm like, no, because I used to be like, no, any female that's around, no. You know, I used to be really fucking psycho, but now I'm just looking at it more of like a respect thing, and just kind of being like, it just doesn't make like genuine sense to me. You know?
Yeah. What do you think, Bryan?
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can totally relate to what you were talking about with that, you know. If they do seem so attached and so close, then at that point it's like, well, why didn't you guys just move it to the next level at that point?
Right.
You know? But at the same time, it's like maybe they know that they can only get to that level. So at that point, they know what, you know, their friendship and how much they truly love each other. But it's like, if they can only reach to that point, then that love needs to be directed, such as, you know, like the whatever kind of like love that you see love as in a relationship can be directed to someone else instead of just like, because it's like sometimes I'm like, I can enjoy myself like emotionally with this person, but I can truly see myself in a relationship with this person because they do other stuff that this person doesn't do, or that I enjoy because this person is just my emotional support.
Yeah, but that's like emotional cheating, though.
Mm-hmm.
You said, That's emotional cheating.
You agree?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess yes and no, you know, because
I think it's emotional cheating.
Why no?
there's therapists too. So, I mean, I don't know if that would be considered emotional cheating, because why, you're paying someone to actually hear you out and talk to you about your problems now. So it's like, that doesn't make any sense.
But shouldn't that be your partner?
I feel like sometimes talking with your partner is like a good thing, you know.
But you can't go to them with everything.
Exactly.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's really tough.
But it's like, why does it have to be a girl? Like, call up one of your homies. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you can't find one bro to crack a beer open with and go talk about it with him instead of an emotional, like, woman. You know how like seductive women could be so easy to men? It is so easy. It is so easy to just be like, oh my god, she sounds like such a fucking bitch, you know? Like, it's just like, oh my god.
Well, I
you
guess
know? Maybe I could just like suck your dick to make you feel better about it.
Oh my.
Like, you know, it's like girls can be.
Is that
girls
what's
are
going
fucking
through
wild.
your head?
That's what
Like,
goes through her head. So now
like-
we're starting to understand that.
That's why she feels that way, because
That's
she
why.
feels that way.
That's right.
No, I'm just saying.
I want to hear more about your opinion about
Okay,
it,
yeah,
though.
sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, because I feel like it's different, because we've always been that best friend role. So it's not just generally talking. It's like we're actually those two people.
Yeah.
And I know we've had situations where we had to defend each other, like with relationships and
Yeah,
stuff.
it was tough though, because it was like, you know, my ex was in the same shoes as you, where it was like, what the fuck, you know what I mean, about this and that, opposite sex. It doesn't make sense to me, and to a degree, it totally does. But at the same time, it's like, for a male, in the society, right? When you talk about your feelings, how is it projected? You know, how is it? It's not taken as something like, oh, like how a woman, when she talks, she could talk about anything, and people are like, yes, queen, blah, blah, speak it, or whatever.
Right.
If a man talks, if he talks about his feelings, how his day is going, he'd be like, stop being a pussy.
Yeah.
Get through it, bro.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, sometimes that comfort, that feeling, that, you know, securedness of yourself, it's like, it's intimidated. It's just given this stern ass boot to like man up by other men, you know? And sometimes I can't really express the same feelings I can with the dude, with the homie that I cracked a beer with.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, obviously once you get to that level of, you know, security, and you feel safe talking with this person at that point, yeah. You know, and I do have some friends that I can actually do that with, you know, obviously, you know, but it's like, sometimes they're not available. Sometimes my other friends are available, and vice versa.
Yeah.
You know?
I get that. Still doesn't change my mind though, but I get what you're saying.
You can't, you know? It's
Yeah.
It's tough too.
I'm still kind of confused on what you are saying, though. So is it okay or not okay to you?
Oh, sorry. I would say it has to depend on how what your intention of like that best friend is. You know what I mean? Like if it's a good intention to keep him as a best friend, then great. But if you're not, where it's like, you know, that possibility of like, oh, let me suck your dick for comfort, then no, obviously it's not okay. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm just joking around.
Obviously.
It's just deep, you know. You got to throw in a little spice.
Facts. No, yeah.
Have all our listeners crying in the fucking club. And everyone's like, I hear you, Kailie.
I guess I don't really have an opinion on it. I feel like I used to be very, like, I don't know, being someone who mainly had guy friends at one point, it made no sense for me to be like, you can't have girlfriends, because all of my guys were just friends. So I
also,
fucking
but
thought.
side note, okay, you say you thought, though, this fucking backs up my argument. Every single friend, and no, Bryan, but this doesn't apply to you. But I'm saying every person that's tried to be my friend, or that was a guy, has had a crush on me 100%. And I know the same things happen with you too, Katie, where at some point they have a fucking crush on you, or they're like, hey, I like you, or oh, well, you're just really pretty, blah blah blah. And that's what also freaks me out about the whole like guy and friendship thing, because I see it from a woman's perspective, where it's like, they don't fucking care. They'll come on to you. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if you guys have been homies for a long time. I had a friend who was bi and then found out that he was actually crushing on me the whole time, and I didn't think it was like that, you know? And so it's just like, it's kind of eye-opening sometimes, where it's just like, damn, even when I feel like I can like trust somebody, I still feel like I can't even have that relationship with a male. So I guess from my experience, it just makes it deeper. But I'm like, you experience it too, though. All your fucking guy friends have had some kind of crush on you or some kind of something.
Mad pigs.
I mean, I know we're bad bitches, but like, you know, we are good looking people, but you know what I'm saying though?
Yeah, I guess that's what's so weird. That's why I think my views of it have changed.
Yeah.
Because at one point it's like, oh, it's all platonic. Like, all my guy friends are just guy friends. And as soon as you get out of a relationship, all the confessions start. And I'm like, damn, like, I thought we were friends that whole time, you know? And I mean, it kind of goes to show, though, like, how fake people can be, which is really scary. And that's why they're no longer in my life, whatever.
Right.
But I feel like that's why now my thought of it is boundaries, I guess. Because even though they had a thing for me during the relationship, they didn't act on it until I was available.
Right.
So I feel like that's also where the trust thing comes along. Like, can you set those boundaries and be strictly this, and this to respect someone being in a relationship?
Right.
Because it's like, if you were to shoot your shot while I'm in something, then it's like, okay, bro, crossing the line.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I feel like now it's a boundary thing. But I would still be uncomfortable with the guy having a really close female friend now that I know that they could be liking you the entire time.
Right.
That's why I'm like, I don't know, I'm in the middle. I'm kind of in transition between what I think about
fence.
it.
Yeah.
And then all
kind of in the middle.
over the fence.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of why I really wanted to hear both of your opinions on it, because I'm kind of in between now.
Yeah.
Whereas before I was like, no, it's a trust thing. You can have friends. But it's like, if someone says it doesn't bother them, it bothers them.
Oh, 1,000%. And also, boys, we know you're fucking lying. You check our location. Admit it. Admit it already. You fucking check location. I know boys will take that to their fucking grave. You guys check our location just as much as we check yours.
Yes, and you guys can't say that it doesn't bother y'all that
okay, Bryan.
the girls are friends with guys. You're gonna say that. No, you are gonna say.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell me though. You're gonna tell me though, if your girl had a really close guy friend,
me,
you wouldn't care. You would care.
Checking the location?
No, I'm saying like
just like friendship. And
oh, sorry. Okay, so you're talking
care.
about like specifically, let's say, if it was my ex, right? And at the time they had a really special relationship with a dude.
Like, you would be jealous.
Like, they were like besties. Like, she was calling him and being like, "Oh my god, I did so good at the gym today. And work was great. You know,
how handsome is this guy?"
he's like a 7. He's not bad, but he's not ugly.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. So he's a basic. Okay.
And he's funny.
Oh, he's funny.
Yeah, because they're just friends. So anything he says, she's just gonna laugh at.
But I'm funny. No. So the thing is that I tend to react to what the other person does in a relationship, just because that's just, I'm like, if you're gonna act this way about me, I'm gonna do the same. So honestly,
The boundary thing.
yeah. So I mean, let's say if she took it the same way, like when she was kind of overreacting with the situations and things like that, I would be in the same kind of boat. I'd be like, well, if you did it, I'm gonna do it to you. But personally, I'm just like, because I'm so like, I'm in that little phase where I'm like open relationships, but not like open. It's more just kind of like emotional kind of openness, what you were talking about.
Oh yeah.
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 That really explained kind of like somewhat of the relationship that I would be decently okay with.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To where someone was just like, if they're just gonna hang out with someone and just talk whatever, it doesn't get any further than that, and whatever, you know, that's great. So personally, that's where I'm at. That's my headspace. It's like, okay.
Okay, speaking of that, what's the line when it comes to cheating then? Because you brought up emotionally cheating.
Okay, so here's my whole thing in life right now. I have always been monogamous in all of my relationships and very hardcore. But now that I'm in my 20s and I'm single and I'm just living life and giving less fucks about things, I think I would be more open to like having a relationship with somebody, or I guess having the expectation of knowing what the relationship is going into it, compared to being monogamous and then changing things up. I think that would really throw me off. I think if you go into it where we're like, hey, these are our boundaries, this is what's going on, this is our situation, okay, then I would be more comfortable with that than being monogamous and then being fake along the line of being like, oh, hey, actually, I am thinking about an open relationship. I wouldn't really like that.
Yeah, because
it's like all about the expectation of going into the relationship. Like, what is your kind of relationship you guys are looking for? You know,
say it is exclusive though.
Okay,
what would be considered cheating?
Like it's exclusive or it's like monogamous.
Like monogamous, you
like
and that
boyfriend
partner,
girlfriend. That is like my boo for life. Yeah,
because you brought up the whole opposite sex thing. It's like you know, going into a connection with someone and you're like, that's emotional cheating.
Yeah, I think in a monogamous relationship it's emotional cheating.
But wouldn't a friendship with same gender also be considered emotionally cheating if it's also on that same connected level?
Huh? What did you ask? I'm like, hold on, I'm a little guys, I also smoked right before this a couple times, so bear with me.
Like, we're boyfriend girlfriend.
Okay.
And you going to another girl, best friend vibe, that's emotionally cheating. But if it was a guy doing the same thing, that's not emotionally cheating.
A guy doing the same thing to who? To me?
Like, I have a guy best friend, I have a girl best friend, where their friendship is the same with both, but only one of them's considered cheating.
Wait, so like I have a guy best friend and he has a best girlfriend?
No, you have both.
Explain, Bryan.
Oh, I have a boyfriend and I have a guy best friend.
No, you have.
Okay.
What?
You have
Explain it to
friends.
me like I'm stupid.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am dating
Figure one.
Okay.
Nice.
Figure one has a girl best friend.
Okay.
Emotionally connecting, you consider that cheating.
I consider emotional cheating.
Figure one also has a guy best friend, but that's not emotionally cheating?
No, not if he's not gay. If he's gay, then it's emotional cheating.
But the friendship with the guy best friend and the girl best friend are the same, but
So
only one of them's considered
What if the
cheating?
dude was bi, and all of a sudden, you know what I mean?
Then I'm like, dude, you're double
friends.
cheating. I'm like, you're double
He
cheating.
can't have
on
no
me.
friends, bro.
Yeah, then he can't have no friends. No, I'm just kidding.
So even if he treats the guy best friend and the girl best friend the same, only one of them's considered cheating?
Yeah, because he's sexually attracted to one of them.
Just because it's a girl, he has to be sexually attracted to them?
He could be.
What if she's like butt fuck ugly? Like
Then
horrendous.
it's just like, why do you like value her opinion?
Oh my god, bro! Hey, all
just
your
kidding,
ugly
I'm
people,
just
your
kidding.
opinion don't fucking
I'm
matter.
just
All
Come on,
your
I
ugly ass
stumped
fucking
you.
people,
I stumped
Shrek
you with that
motherfuckers out
one.
there.
No, I'm just like more
Shit.
confused on the question still, I think. Because I'm like, what? Okay, so if my boyfriend is straight and we're in a monogamous relationship and he has a girl best friend, I would and they were all besties for life, fucking therapy and whatever the fuck, I would consider that emotional cheating. But if he had a guy best friend and he was straight, that would be, and he was going to his homie about that, I wouldn't consider that emotional cheating because he doesn't want to fuck his friend.
But what if he doesn't want to fuck the girlfriend either?
But it's like, no, because you could if you wanted to, though, because he's sexually attracted to that.
Best friend?
He's still not gay, so it wouldn't matter. Because he would reject him because he's not gay. Like, what?
But you don't think he would reject her because
he's not into her? Yeah. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
I don't think I don't know.
You know what I mean?
So
I just
guys
don't
are
think
just
they
attracted
would.
to every female ever?
I don't know.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Are they not?
I'm like, guys just like any female?
We just see a hole
In a
and we're just
monogamous
like,
relationship?
my dick
Yeah.
in it. I'm gonna put my dick in that hole real quick. Hold on.
I'm like, so what you're trying to say is guys are dogs.
Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying. And that's why you should do it better than them. As women. We should all come together and be fucking Rottweilers or something.
Oh.
Okay, girl, best friend, potential attraction, whatever.
Yeah, let's move on from this topic because I'm confusing myself.
Yeah, you are.
Who said what?
How would you react if your best friend told you they had a crush on your partner?
I'd be like, girl, what?
Oh.
Like if it's
Girl,
like
what?
I'm not gonna have any intention of doing it. Like it's just I can't help how I feel. Like I kind of just started liking him. Like like I just feel like I shouldn't hide it from you.
So he was funny.
That's funny. Me as fuck makes me laugh once.
I love you.
I love you.
Like how would you feel about that?
How
Being
would
like,
you feel? How would you feel if I was
I don't know.
if I was like, I respect your guys' relationship, but your man is fine and I would marry him if you guys were not dating.
Well, if it was
like
JB,
if I have a big crush on him,
then that makes sense.
and it's like I'm like crushing on him.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess
like
that's
obsessed
also
crush?
where the boundary thing comes. It's like if you don't have any intention, if he doesn't know about it, like I don't. I think it would be bigger boundaries of like, okay, I don't think you guys should hang out one-on-one if you guys are like friends like that, or like
Because they're friends
know?
like that. So one of them is sexually attracted to the other.
no, here we go back to that.
Interesting.
I don't know. One, I would be like, well, now I know you got, I got your approval, and my man's fucking my man. But
Right.
yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel. How would you feel, Brian?
Oh, that's easy. I'd be like, yeah, dude, she's a bad bitch, of course, bro. Why wouldn't you be
You'd be
attracted
like,
to her,
hell
bro?
yeah.
Every motherfucker.
I know
Every
every
motherfucker around want her, bro. If you think about it, you know what I
I
mean?
guess, yeah, that is such a bad bitch mentality to have. Be like, yeah, girl, it's okay. I get it. I know my man is fine. Like,
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
you know?
It's like because
Like,
people
damn,
can't
that's
help how they feel.
Yeah, that's another kind of flex to just be like, I know my homegirls even got a crush on my man. Like, damn.
Damn,
You know?
yeah.
For real.
I'm like, I know she's not gonna do anything or act on it, but I
Right.
know. Oh, I know what I got.
For real.
That's kind of a flex.
Like I got the girl that everybody wants. You know?
Damn.
See, that's
Please,
a
Lord,
confidence
please.
thing.
Yeah.
Like that's a confidence.
Lord.
Yeah,
You
it
hear
could be
that?
a confidence thing if you look at it, yeah.
Send me
And
the girl.
people can't.
Brian's over there praying to God.
Give me one of those.
Please. Give me one.
Please, just give me one.
Just one, not
Just
two,
one.
just one.
I'm okay with just one, please, God.
I'll treat her right. I promise.
Swear, I'll quit liquor.
Oh, wow.
He's looking for a
Oh,
wife.
psych.
He's looking
He's
for
a
a
wife.
fucking life partner. Quit the
For
alcohol.
lifer. For lifer is what Brian wants.
Because it's like you can't help how you feel. You know,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
you can't turn it on and off. So if you
Right.
just happen to start feeling for the other person, it's like, well,
Is it-
fuck.
You know,
Right.
You know,
yeah.
like I didn't do it on purpose.
But just your man is cute. Like, damn.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, let's look at the shit more of a positive fun light because I feel like this is kind of a sad one. we gotta spice it up a little bit.
I don't know. All of these, it's all about relationships and
What?
shit.
But
What are you even looking
something
at right
like what about like something like
Is porn cheating?
okay, let's talk about like sex.
now? Oh,
Yeah.
it's porn cheating?
Is porn cheating?
Let's get into the sex topics.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Is porn cheating? I know this is a big one for girls. And Brian said, "Wait, what? It is?"
Is this really a big one for women?
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
you think?
I feel like it is now.
Oh, no way. How?
I think, okay, this is my
my
stance. This is my stance on porn. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
again, if you are in the kind of open relationship that I'm thinking of, right? I think if you want to watch porn, go ahead, babe. You know? But I think if I'm in like a monogamous, like super straight relationship, I think it would be like, why the fuck are you watching porn when like you have me? You know, it just doesn't really make sense to me. I don't really get it.
Okay.
Especially if they're fucking subscribing to OnlyFans.
Oh,
That's
to that
different.
extent.
That's
Yes,
different.
that's a different
That
level.
is another level of fucking cheating. I don't care what nobody says.
More like dumbassery, bro. Because
No,
how
that's-
you pay,
that's
how you paying
different.
for that, bro?
That
No,
is
that's
looking
way different.
That is looking at my fucking homegirls from high school's vajays. Like, no. Like,
No, but not OnlyFans and stuff, like just porn. And it's like
Just porn.
I get the point of like, why would you do that when you have me? But what if you're busy? What if you really want to? Is that still considered cheating?
it's like, you can still like jack off without porn. Or it's like, why don't you have like pictures
Just
of your
close your eyes.
partner? Like, have pictures of your partner, or
Facts, videos.
you know, you could take videos and
yeah.
pictures and stuff. It's like, just use your partner. Like, I don't really understand.
Mm-hmm.
I get what you're saying.
What about a doll? Would that be considered?
That's actually just fucking gross.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
just nasty.
I'm like, oh yeah,
I know, 'cause I know
my
some
man
people that
fucks
probably
me
have
and
dolls,
a fucking
so.
blow up doll. You know, like I'm like, yeah, my man gets with me and the blow up doll.
By
Like,
the poolside with
ew.
a blow up doll.
Oh
No.
my god.
No.
No.
You people do what you want. If that's what you like. That's what you like. But ew.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, it's
Do you
nasty.
disagree?
What?
The Brian is just like low key packing one around.
It's like I actually got one in my pocket right now. I'm about to.
He's like, sometimes I just whip that shit out on
I
my
just gotta
break.
blow it up real quick. One second, I'm in the bathroom. Deflating.
Oh my god.
So funny.
Is porn cheating?
Oh God, that is like actually tough. Also, but it's only because whatever the other person wants, I kind of am in the same boat as them. Because I'm like, you know, because I'm only gonna put what you put into something. But at the end of the day, like from I guess my standpoint, there's just the sex drive that someone has is way different from somebody else's.
Yeah.
And so sometimes their, you know, when they want doesn't align with what I want, and it's so different. It can vary for obviously several people. So it's like it's always tough to try to align that sexuality with each other sometimes, especially with work. If you have other hobbies, if you have things that are going on in your life, sometimes you just don't really have the time, you know, to put that in perspective. But obviously you can just, you know, when you said take videos, take pictures, it's like, of course.
Right.
You know what I mean? It all just depends on the relationship, personally. But I mean, it's also, you know, maybe some people's fantasies. Some people's fantasies are just like being with other, like, people, but not really being with other people. You know? It's like dreams.
I kind of get that.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's like,
I've done that.
if you think about it, it's like, oh man, you know, like, for example, JB, you know what I mean? Like, bruh, this fool, handsome as fuck, if you think, right? So it's like, you know, it's fantasies, it's things that, you know, pleasure, things like that, you know?
Okay, then
if
yeah, I don't really, yeah,
you know,
I don't
it's
really
just-
care
it's
if
all
they do that.
kinks
Then
at
that's
the end of
not
the day.
really that weird.
It's just a kink. It's something that they
Right.
fantasize about. But if it's not going to come into fruition, if you're not really going to act on it, then I'm not going to be mad on it.
Right.
You know?
I get that.
But if they all of a sudden they see that porn star that they all of a sudden they be like masturbating to, and they're just like, all right, bro, hit me with the one time, then I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, and also it's like where it's really fucked up is like, why would you rather watch porn than fuck your partner?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna like see them in a couple hours, like, why are you jacking off before you come see me? Like, you know what I'm
that's
saying?
stupid.
Like,
That is just ridiculously
That's dumb.
stupid.
But
That's
that's like
dumb.
the
weird.
unavailable thing. I went on
Yeah.
a work trip. We're apart for a week.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean.
Like, oh shit, I'm really feeling it, but she's at work, or she can't get to the phone right now, or
Yeah.
like, oh shit, I don't have pictures, I don't have whatever.
then maybe
but she's busy.
then that's an appropriate time to go into like fantasy land.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Then I think that's okay.
I think it's weird if they have like a porn star crush where it's like they only watch that one person.
Bro, I had an ex. I had an
No
ex who
way.
had a crush on a porn star, hardcore. I asked him. I was like, hey, babe. He's like, yeah. I was like, who's like your celebrity crush? You know, whatever. And he was like, who's yours? And I was like, and I'm thinking of like childhood crushes, right? And I was like, well, like I really like Zac Efron or like Channing Tatum. Those are probably like my faves, you know?
Basic.
So basic, I know. But they're so, Channing Tatum?
No, true, true.
Channing Tatum?
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron,
Zac
yeah,
Efron,
but
yeah.
like, I got some good cute crushes today. Anyway, I got some good taste now. Fuck. Oh, and so then I say that, right? And he goes, oh, okay, yeah, mine's Lana Rhodes. And I was like, Lana
No
Rhodes?
way.
I was like,
Who?
wait. Yeah, I was like, who? I was
Singer, actress?
No, literally, I was like, what movie is she in? And he goes, just gives me the big eyes. And I was like, you're fucking annoying, okay? And so I looked it up, and I was like,
Titties.
Are you kidding me? You really just said that shit to my face? And then also, I go to look at her page more. I look exactly like this bitch.
At
And
least
all-
it looks like you.
And no, at least it looks like me, but also,
But
he has
doppelganger.
he has a type, and all of his girlfriends look exactly like Lana Rhodes. We all have the same vibe, like brown hair, green eyes, like pale skin, like all white girls, like all the fucking same. Or I don't know if Lana Rhodes is white. I don't know, but basically it's that same vibe, you know.
Okay.
And I'm like, all your ex-girlfriends would look like that, and that's your favorite porn star? That's disgusting. Like,
that's just a
that
weird
just, like,
answer when you
that-
say who's your celebrity.
that just made me
Yeah.
feel so weird. I was like, I have the same features as her. Like, really?
And you know it's not like, oh, I watched this person because it looks like you. It's I went after you because it looks like her.
No, exactly. Like, you know, that's been his, like,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I'm
no.
saying, where I'm like, bro, you low-key have chosen me, like,
Bro.
sexually, like, out of porn.
That's
Like,
a little.
uh,
That's a little uncomfortable.
That's like
yeah.
thinking about it. It's like, bro,
Holy
like,
fuck.
that's crazy.
I feel bad.
You didn't think of it like that, huh?
I feel so bad for you. Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, no, it's fucked up.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be like something like Alexis, Texas or something.
No.
I was like,
Who?
She got a big old
She's
booty.
another porn
Yeah.
star, yeah.
Yeah. It's just generic, porn star names and shit.
But yeah, so
That's pretty. Yeah, it's fucked.
so
That's
it
pre-
was
that was pretty
that
fucked
was
situation.
fucked, yeah.
That's fucked, bro.
All you can do is just laugh about it. now
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
But I remember I was just like, huh? I was like, well, you know, at least I somewhat remind you of fucking. If you are jacking off to her, and I don't know, at least I kind of look like her.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe he watches her doing stuff, and he imagines you doing that kind of stuff.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe you just get like
Reel it back
glimpses
in,
of
reel it
me.
back in, you
yeah,
know, maybe
I
you're
just
doing it
get
for a
like,
purpose.
yeah, maybe I just get like, he just get glimpses of my face, you know, when he's like watching porn.
Kailie. Oh,
Right.
Kailie. Yes.
I was just kind of weird about it because I used to be like the same way. It's like, why do that when you have me? And I have a stupid high sex drive. I'm like, I don't think I've ever said no. I'm always like, yeah, I'm down. I'm always feeding, you know?
Right. Yeah.
But I always thought it was weird for them to like watch porn and do this, and this. And I'm just like, ugh, it's so inappropriate. But I was. So I was like a hypocrite about it. I'm like, I was. Because most people can't match my sex drive.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. It's like hypocrite.
I think
type
maybe
thing, you know?
I think maybe if you maybe it's just like a respect thing. Maybe it's just like because you obviously didn't tell him, or did you tell him that you were like, oh, I watched porn today?
Nope.
You didn't tell him because you didn't want to like hurt his feelings or like make it feel weird. But you only did it because your sex drive is so high, right?
Compared to most people, yeah.
Compared to most
Yeah.
people, right? So you
I
would
was
use
in the
porn
same
to like
boat.
help you, right? But it's like, I think like it's good that you didn't, which sounds fucked up, but it's like
Hide it. Yeah, it's okay.
kinda, but it's like it's kind of out of respect thing that you didn't tell him. You know, you're like, I just strictly did this because my sex drive is just really high.
Yeah, to him though, he wouldn't
know.
care.
Yeah,
So I don't know. That's why I'm
You
like,
still didn't tell him, even though
no. That's why I'm like, oh, I can do
I feel
it,
like
but
maybe
you can't.
you think he would care.
No,
Maybe yes.
not at all.
Is that why you didn't? So then,
You
you
but it was
didn't
just like out of a
discuss?
respect thing. Like you just didn't say anything, right?
It was just like unnecessary. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Because I think if like I knew,
What if he asked?
Then
Oh,
I'd be
yeah.
like, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, then that's
'Cause
good.
You're
Yeah.
Not, you're not hiding at that
right.
point.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, I fucking watch porn with my ex, so
Like
Not
together?
No,
Oh, yeah?
not together. But that is something I want to do. That seems fun to do with a partner.
It's pretty fun.
It's all right.
It's pretty
Yeah,
fun.
you didn't like it.
I can be louder.
You
I
are
can
not,
do it better.
You are not going to come to her. You are going to come to me. That's you.
No, yeah, I'm hella like competitive. I can do
know.
it better. I look better doing it.
Oh yeah, well, okay. Actually, no. I'm just realizing this is probably going to be posted somewhere, so I'm not going to say what I was going to.
Hey, unfiltered. So, what were you gonna say? Go ahead.
Say it.
No.
I
Say
can
it.
I can edit shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say
Now
it.
I'm curious.
What are you gonna say?
Now I'm scared.
Oh, you want your dick sucked like that? Okay.
That's not even
That's not bad,
inappropriate.
yeah.
Yeah,
but
I
it's
thought
just
it was
like
gonna be.
It's just nasty.
No, but I
Dick
feel
sucking?
like
Dick
it's like,
sucking.
oh no, I can do it better than that. Or I would be like,
Be like, oh, you want
Or
me to
like-
do that? All right.
or it's like, oh, like I didn't even think of that. That's a good idea, but I'll do it better.
Put your finger in my ass. It's like,
That's not weird. You guys think that's weird? You think butt stuff's weird?
no.
I've never had a guy be into me doing bad stuff on him, so I've never done it. You know?
Wait, really?
Ew, what?
Oh, Brian.
Hold on, Brian. Did you have a
Brian
confession
likes to be
make?
pegged. It is.
Brian likes fingers in his ass.
Finger me, baby.
Oh my god.
No, but really though.
No, actually, no, I don't. No, no,
Hey,
actually,
no
I
judgment.
don't.
Hey, if
No, I was talking about the other person, like putting a finger in their ass. You know, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
but,
kinks. What?
you know.
What's your kink?
got a lot of kinks lately. A lot of new kinks that I don't really know if I'm comfortable sharing it.
Okay.
Do it.
Do it.
Period.
Do.
No, you guys share one of your kinks first. I feel like
I
I'm always
bet.
answering the questions first.
I have a kink to everything.
Yeah.
I like everything.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like it's like, oh, something new. Okay, let's try it. Or it's like, oh, okay, that sounds weird, but let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. I think everything is like a turn on for me. Like I don't think anything turns me off.
Yeah.
And that also goes with having such a high sex
Like
drive.
golden showers.
Mm.
Oh, no
You
way.
down? You're making a
No way,
face.
bro. Her face.
Been there, done that.
So have I.
What?
Oh, whoa.
What about poop?
Okay, bro, come on.
Okay, so there is a limit, huh?
Oh,
Oh, Brian.
well, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You taking a shit?
I'm gonna take a shit on your chest, girl.
Bro, that's different.
That's
No, that's
disgusting.
different, bro.
That is what
How is
that's
that different?
BV,
Two girls, one cup, and you didn't see that
UTI.
shit?
That's what Katie's doing.
Infection.
Two
What?
girls,
What
one
the fuck did
cup.
I do? What I do?
You said there wasn't anything that wouldn't turn you on. That shit would turn you on.
That fact.
You shitting on somebody?
That shit would turn me on.
Okay, I
Big
lied.
old-
No, I don't like
Yeah, okay.
feces.
Oh yeah.
I don't like infection. That's BV. That's UTI.
Yeah.
Don't want to be on macrobid.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be on metronidazole. No, I'm good.
No.
Shit, prescription that takes money.
Facts.
If your kink costs you insurance money, no, it's a no.
Don't
But
do
what
it.
about like insurance money to like the hospital?
What?
Then you're not down. Like if they punched you a little too hard, you know?
I like that. You know, I like that.
I know that's
I
what
like
I'm saying.
being hit.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like, you can't hit me too hard. If I wake up with a bruise, I'm like, yeah, we got wild. You
Yeah, I've
know?
been really getting into slapping lately, which I know sounds like so basic, but I've been very vanilla for a long
Dude,
time.
You
So
were.
honestly-
I
You
was
were.
very okay. This is what we need to know about Kailie. She was vanilla for a very long time, but
Yes,
now
she was.
I was very
now
vanilla.
she a swirl.
Now I am multicolored. Dip me up and down 3 times. Ice cream cone changed.
Yeah, you
Goddamn.
used to be really vanilla.
Yeah, I used to be very
That's
vanilla,
crazy.
but now I am down.
No, I remember we
She's a
we
fool
had
now.
this
Got them
conversation.
high socks.
We had this conversation where it was like, you know, like, what are you into? What are you into? And she was like, I just like being like princess. Like you do all the work and I lay there look pretty, blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah, literally that's what she said. And I was
No
like,
way.
what do you think I'm into? You're like, abuse. Like I remember she was like, you're into abuse. I'm like,
Oh my god,
But
that's
now-
hilarious.
But now I am into abuse. But now I understand.
on my level though.
not domestic, but just
Probably not on your level, but I think I'm like reaching new levels because I'm like, bro, do it again. It wasn't hard enough.
leveling up.
No, literally, I'm like, hit me. Shit, that's all you got.
So
You
yeah,
got
I've been
fucking bitch.
I know I've really been getting into slapping, and God, every time it happens, I'm just like, just do it. Can you just do it harder?
Yeah.
Kaylee comes back with a neck brace.
He slapped the shit out of me.
Still didn't do it hard enough.
He gave me whiplash, but he didn't break it.
But yeah, so, and like, so basic, but choking, because I found somebody who actually knows how to like choke correctly and not
Dude.
actually just like try to choke you to death.
Like, you're not actually supposed to choke. You're supposed to squeeze the sides to cut off like the blood flow, and people
Right.
like push down and like.
Literally, they're like pushing like it's murder.
Shut up, bitch.
No, for real though.
Literally.
People think like, she's like,
Literally.
oh, I want to be choked.
Literally, like,
It's like,
I'll-
no, do that.
I'm
Just
like,
don't actually push down on the trachea.
yeah, no, you just like fucking like squeeze like around the sides,
Like hella hard,
on the
like
thing, on
hella
the
hard,
on
though.
hella hard, yeah, hella
Like, I
hard.
want to not breathe and stuff, but I don't want you to fucking break my neck.
Right, yeah, like
I want it
no.
to feel like you're about to break my neck.
I want it to feel
Borderline about to.
like I like that feeling where it's like, God, this is so embarrassing. I'm even saying it, but like that feeling like right before you're about to pass out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love it.
You're lightheaded and you're like,
I'm just like, yes. Like I am
Yes.
just like drifting into
no,
passing
literally.
out.
No, I feel that. No, I hella feel that.
I'm like, please, just knock me out.
literally, I'm just like, just kill me. That's fine.
I'm like, I would be good to
and
just
then they
pass
sock
out
you and
right
come back to life.
We're
then they
resuscitate.
put-
I'm like,
here.
and then we do it again.
Yeah. But yeah, so
That type of kink. What's your kink?
no.
You told me you weren't a very sexual person though.
What? I mean, isn't that funny? So I have a high sex drive, but I'm not a sexual person.
What
Which
does
is-
that mean?
Which is just weird. I don't know. Like,
He's like, I don't even know.
I'm trying to
He's
explain
like, I'm
it.
sexual, but I'm not.
You know,
I'm a sexual ass person, but
'cause
I
the thing
don't like
is-
sex.
it's like.
Sorry, keep going.
No, I mean, I don't like sex because so many people would just turn it down. Where it was like, I was in a relationship and let's say I wanted to have sex, I was trying to do it like maybe 6-7 times a day, right? And then the person would
That's
be,
what I'm talking about.
and then the person,
Fucking psycho.
and then the person would be like, no, I only want 3 times, and I'm like, or 2 times, you know, and then
Yeah.
be like, fuck, well now I have to do porn, right? Because
I was about to say, and that's a talk of
Right.
masturbation
and
again.
yeah, and exactly,
Okay.
Yeah.
and so that's why it's like turned. It's kind of like
you high sex
made
drive
me-
people, I give you a pass. Give you a pass to watch
It's made.
porn.
Okay, there you
Yeah.
go.
It's made me like obviously be this person where I'm like now all of a sudden I'm sheltered to actually want to engage in sexual activity because I'm so afraid that they're gonna be like no.
Rejection. You're scared
Yeah,
of rejection.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know.
I've
So-
never been rejected. I don't know what that's like.
I know.
I don't think
It
I've
must be
been
nice
rejected
being a woman.
either. Yeah.
Being a woman is amazing. You know what I mean? If I had a pussy, god damn it. Wop. Wop. I wish I had a wop.
So you don't really have kinks?
I mean, I'm down for everything except for anything
Feces?
besides feces.
Yeah.
You know what I
okay.
mean? Obviously, yeah, like someone
Is
says.
anal borderline feces?
Yeah.
Mm,
Well,
wow.
only if it comes out. Only that's feces, right? You ever have like some chunks come out before?
Okay, knock it off.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Kaylee's like, ew, don't
Oh,
burp, don't
sorry about
fart,
that.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
My
forget.
bad. My bad. My bad.
I cannot do that shit.
My bad.
Oh, that's funny.
No, but I'm-
All right,
I
whatever.
enjoy everything.
Okay. Have you ever had? Be honest. Come. Okay. Be fucking honest.
Yes.
Have you? Yes. Have you ever had a backup person if your current relationship didn't work out?
Every time.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Every fucking time.
I didn't even have to answer. I didn't
No, like I know people would be
Every
like,
time.
no, when I'm about my partner, I'm about my partner. Like I'm not thinking
I
about
mean,
no
I
one
am,
else.
but I know who's next in line.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
You always
I-
got that. You know what I mean? All right, you know we ready.
Yeah. See? Okay, why do you even... Who's that backup person? Is it a friend?
Is it the best friend?
Is it that best friend that just won't stop hugging you?
In my case, yeah, it was the guy I told him not to worry about.
You know?
Boo.
you know?
Yeah, damn. Okay, you just
I-
contradicted myself. You might be
I
right.
never tell a motherfucker.
You might be right. You
because
might be right.
I'm
No,
not
you might
looking.
be
I feel like that was
you-
a
I
good
feel like-
situation.
I feel like it's because you guys look at it from an emotional standpoint. I feel like I just look at it very just like, no, it's facts though. One of you has a
No,
sexual
it's
attraction
facts.
to each other. One of you has a sexual attraction to
was the Western
the other
coming
person.
out.
Whether like the girl has a crush on you, but the guy doesn't have a crush on her, or vice versa. I'm like, with friendships, like one of them always has a crush, I feel like. Anyway, you were saying, Katie, sorry.
No, I'm like, I feel like that was an easy topic. All of us were like, yes.
Yeah. That was
What was the
easy.
question?
Like if you
I
had,
just answered yes. No,
I forgot.
no.
I
like
forgot.
if you had a backup person, even
Oh,
if you were in a
100.
relationship. Yeah.
Yep. Even if it was just like somebody I wanted to like have sex with.
Mm.
Yeah.
It wasn't like somebody I
Weirdly-
wanted to date.
Weirdly, with this situation, like my current breakup, I didn't have anyone next in line.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I knew exactly who I was texting after.
5 minutes later. What's up? What are you doing?
Hey, oh my God. Long time no talk.
Long time no.
Yeah, I was just in a relationship for 10 years, but hey.
Hey, you're still on Snap, right?
Oh
Okay.
my fuck.
I'll snap
okay,
you.
snap. I know you have
Snapchat.
I know you have an opinion about social media, likes and
shit.
follows and
Oh.
Well, everything I'm going to say, I'm going to feel different about. So.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Well, because I view relationships in two different kinds of relationships. So,
No, yeah.
yeah. So, everything is going to be very interesting with me. It's
What
never
do
really going to
you-
be a set answer.
What?
Coming from a guy, you don't give a fuck, huh?
What do you? Oh,
Like what you want to like, follow who you want to follow.
Let's say your girlfriend is liking like guys like that you went to high school with or that you're friends with, whatever,
yeah.
and they're just like thirst trapping. Like I'm talking like abs out, holding on their fucking crotch on Instagram.
And your girlfriend
Like
is
this.
double tapping that.
And your girl is double tapping
double
that shit.
tapping and commenting.
No, just a subtle double tap.
Oh, okay. All right.
And it's consistent, you know.
If it's a comment, then yeah. But if it's like just a heart, and I'm like whatever, you know, because you could like a physique, you know, you could like someone just how they look. I mean, like what the fuck, you guys are just talking about like let's say back in the day, if you had a relationship, would you not say that an actor was hot still, or would you not still like someone, you know?
Yeah,
or
but not
so-and-so?
like actors people. Actor people are like fantasy people, you know. But it's like
To a degree,
yeah,
they're
homies.
still people. You know?
Let's say your homie and your girlfriend like that shit. Your
Well,
homie
like
was
one of my
posted
homies?
up like that, yeah.
Set up like that, I'd be liking that shit too.
And you wouldn't care.
saying.
And you wouldn't
Yeah,
care
man.
if your girlfriend liked it.
I'd be like, hey, much respect, you know, homie. You know, my girl like your physique. I gotta look like you now,
Respect.
dog. You know what I mean? Shit.
Respect the flex.
Yeah,
I feel like
dude.
the reason why it's such a big question for me is because I just scroll like. Like I'm not
Yeah.
like staring like,
Same.
damn, double tap.
Nah, for real.
But I remember you bringing something up like, you know, like, oh my God, blah, 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 liked my story. He likes me. You know?
Oh wow.
Yeah, because that's how fucking single people flirt now.
Oh really?
Like,
Yeah.
that's
What
why
the
I'm like,
fuck?
if someone likes my story, I feel like I'm like, oh, they think my story's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
know?
I think it depends on like the context of how you know that person because like I still like people's stories that like from like ex's family. Like I still like their
Yeah.
stories
Same.
sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm not like trying to be like, hey,
Yeah, exactly.
trying to get at your cousin, you know. But it's like if you like but
Wait
you
a
know
minute. Hold on. Situation.
no, but you know, so it's like yeah, where was I going with that?
Yes.
I don't know. What was the question?
Every time we talk about something, what's going on?
I'm sorry.
Media.
Yeah.
Social media, likes, follows.
Okay.
Just that.
Yeah.
So just not okay.
I think it just depends on the context of the photos. Like if she's like promoting her OnlyFans and you're liking that shit, it's like
I guess
what?
that's different. Yeah, that's different.
You know, but if she's on a fucking like if she is snorkeling out with fucking sharks and she posted that shit and her ass just looks kind of good, I get it. You know, she's with
Okay,
sharks.
there you go.
Respect.
Her ass-
You know,
for
I think
real,
it's just
for
all
real.
about
Hey,
the
maybe-
context of what photo it is. If she's posted up with like her fucking
Some
little brother
sharks.
and you're liking it, I'm not gonna like feel weird. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it just depends on the context of the photo.
What if it's showing like too much cleavage?
Then
With
it's
the
just
little
kind of
brother?
like, what?
But it's like, what if you just got big titties?
You got some big old donks, bruh.
If
Like,
she
you're not
just
trying
like,
to flaunt them. It's just there.
yeah,
they
if they're
hang
just
loose.
there, but like, if you're like in all her pictures that her titties are just kind of there, you know, that's kind of interesting.
Hey, don't like any other picture except when them titties are showing.
Right.
Now that's an obvious sign.
Yeah. If you don't like anything else
Yeah.
besides
Yeah,
that,
and that's also too. Like I've had
She's just like everything, you know.
yeah,
Like,
I've had an ex where it's like I would look through like who they would like on social media, and I would like notice it was like all these girls, but on their pages the only pictures he would like is like their half naked photos or
Oh, hell
whatever.
no.
And
Yeah,
I was like,
annoying.
bro, and I remember I asked him, I was like, do you know who this
Dead
is? And he's
giveaway,
like,
bro.
no. And I was like, all right, then
Dead
unfollow them.
giveaway.
I was like,
What a
unfollow
you
them.
don't
dumbass,
know
bro.
them, then unfollow them.
Yeah.
Okay, access to each other's phone. Do you think that's a big one? I feel like for people. With me, I'm like, no, like you should have access to each other's phone. Should you like look through it all the time and stuff? No. But
No.
if like you
Okay.
need something on it, you have the passcode. It shouldn't be like, no, that's my phone.
I agree.
You know,
I
it's
agree.
like, here.
I'm like,
Or
I
like,
should
oh,
have
who
access to
texted
your
me?
yeah, like I should have access to your phone, but I'm not gonna be a fucking weirdo.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And I feel like some people are just so like, that's my phone. You trust me or you don't. But if it's like,
That's just like,
Yeah.
what?
yeah, exactly. And it's like,
You're not
no,
even gonna
don't
share
try
a
to
phone
gaslight.
passcode?
Yeah, it's like, don't try to gaslight me by saying I don't trust you.
Right.
It's like, who texted me? Or if your phone goes off, I'm allowed to look at it and be like, oh, your mom texted you or something. You know?
Right.
Like, it
Right.
shouldn't be like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna be like peeping at that shit while you're sleeping. You know what I'm,
I'm like,
saying?
unless you give me a reason
unless
to.
you give me a reason to. Unless I'm like, why the fuck is your phone going off at like 3 a.m? Like what?
I'm like, why the fuck is
Consistently.
your girl best friend sending you pictures of her heel dancing, pole dancing in a sports bra
Oh
and
my-
showing the back of your hair with your ass out, with your flat ass out? Sorry.
Whoa.
As
little
you
too
can
real.
see, these guys are freshly broken up with.
Yeah, the
freshly
fuck?
out of breakups.
But I'm like, anyway, that's a
Anyway.
reason to look through your fucking phone.
Right, 100%. I think if you give them that reason, then it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, guys' perspective. I feel
Yeah,
like
guys'
are
perspective.
So,
What?
I feel like guys are so weird with their phones.
With
so.
their phone?
Yeah,
Bro, I don't know about other guys, bro. But I mean, I get it, you know, because for guys, it's property and like what's yours is valued a lot because it's like, that's my shit. That's my shit. As a kid and brothers, like back in the, like just when you're growing up, you would always fight about like, what's yours, what's mine, and your space, this and that. Because that's just guys. But I mean, when it comes to a relationship, I feel like it should be like a home computer kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Where it's
yeah,
like-
that's what we're saying. Yeah,
Yes.
where definitely like it's accessible for any of us because in situations you just need to use the other person's phone.
Mm-hmm.
You need to update them. You need to do this and that. Maybe, you know what I mean? So it's like,
right.
as long as that's communicated, then I mean, cool. That's how I see it. But
Yeah.
I don't know how other people
Same.
see it though. It's whatever.
Same.
That's good.
Agreed.
Yeah. Male opinion. Therefore, it's facts.
Bruh.
Therefore, don't let him gaslight you, ladies.
On God. Do you pay my phone bill? Shut up, bro.
No, but I will. I'll go to Verizon right now.
I'll go to Verizon right now and just cancel your shit.
How about that?
Yeah. Fucking
Get you a flip phone.
live off Wi-Fi, bitch.
Get you an iPod Touch.
An iPad.
An iPad.
Get you a
Get your
pager,
damn
bitch.
Yeah, I'll page you. And I'm the only one that has your page number, bitch.
Yeah, fuck off. Oh my God. Yeah, I can't
Pager.
stand. I've been told that by an ex.
What?
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That he's gonna page you.
No, the whole no.
How old are you, bruh?
No, the whole like no, I don't think anyone should be touching my phone because it's like, do you pay my phone bill? I'm like
That is just like immature as fuck.
that's stupid. It's like, do you pay my phone bill? Did you pay for this phone?
No, but you don't even pay your phone bill, bro. Your mommy and daddy do.
Right.
Oh my God. Do you believe a relationship is 50-50?
Hell no.
Oh.
Ooh,
Hell
explain.
No. Okay, first off, how are you gonna put 50% into a relationship? That don't make no damn sense. You gotta put 100%. So it's gotta be 100. You know what I mean? Put that shit on 100. Yeah, facts. You gotta hold it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, ain't no one just gonna put 50% of that bitch. It's like, just because you're doing this, I'm not gonna do this, or I'm gonna do this. Either, regardless if you're gonna do it, I'm gonna do it because I'm putting everything I can into the relationship. You know, and that's how like actual good successful relationships stay consistently successful.
Aw,
You know what I mean?
Brian's such a good boyfriend.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the fuck, bro?
Yes.
I know, right? I'm like, aw.
Pop the fuck off.
Yes. Yes, queen.
Yes,
Yeah.
Bryan. Snaps for Bryan.
Yeah.
Yes. Love it.
With me, I feel like, fuck, what was the question?
I know. I kind of got lost.
No, our relationship's 50-50. I get the
Oh, yeah.
whole like 100%, but I feel like it's not always even. I feel like one person could have a bad day and one person could have a really good day, and those days the other person picks up the slack because the
Right.
other person feels down because you would do it for them if it was the other way around.
Right.
So I feel like it's not always equal.
Yeah.
Like you pick
We're
the other
just
person up when they're down.
True.
And we're just talking about like emotionally, or are we talking about like 50-50, like all the way? Like finances, dates, dinners?
I guess everything, yeah.
Well, emotionally, I think it's, yeah, I think you have to give and take, but also I'm the kind of person where it's like, okay, if I feel like I'm giving, or if I feel like I'm giving more than I'm receiving, then I get really pissed.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And especially if it's after like a while where it's like, okay, bro.
like it's not a
Yeah.
bad day. It's just
know.
you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just you.
Not
Where it's like, okay, you've been
reciprocated.
like this for 4 days. Like, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm
Okay,
doing
gender roles, then.
everything to make you happy, and you're just not doing anything. You know, then that's when I'm like, okay, bro.
Yeah, you brought up finances and that type of stuff, not just emotional. So do you believe in gender roles type thing?
When I'm married, yes. I think, yeah. Like if I'm looking for like my husband, I think it's, you know, I really like the gender roles of man provides and women takes care of, but I also believe that I want to have my own thing too going on in life. I don't want to just like completely submit myself to somebody. Like I still want to like be a hairdresser and open up my own salon and do my own thing on my own time. You know, I don't want to be like fully stay at home mom, that kind of vibe. I did for a long time, but I don't want that anymore. I want more for life.
Nice.
That's
Oh, yeah.
good.
You know,
That's dope as fuck.
Weirdly, for being how dominant I am, like I really like the idea of like man comes home from work, that type of thing, and I'm like, I want dinner ready on the table for you. I want your clothes folded. I want to hear about your day and rub your feet and take the kids to school. And I feel like I very do like the submissive role.
yeah.
Wow.
Like,
That's interesting.
yeah, like as dominant as I am, I feel like I'm very like, I want to provide and love you and give you everything. So it's like, you know, you had such a hard day at work. Let me do everything else.
Yeah.
Like, let me clean the house. Like, no, don't even worry about your dish. Don't even worry about getting up. You come home, you sit at the table, food will be ready. Like, as
Yeah.
long as you give me love and attention, I'm like, I will do anything for you.
Yeah. I kind of feel like that as a woman too. Like if you're being treated right, you will do anything.
No, literally,
You
you,
will do
treat me right, I will
anything.
scrub the floor with my toothbrush every inch of the house.
100%. If you are treating me like I'm the only woman to ever walk this planet, I will do a lot for you.
Yep.
I will do a lot for you. But if you make me feel like not like that, then no, I'm going to, you know, live my life and have my own thing. But
Yeah.
if it just feels like completely dime, drop of the hat, whatever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you
Oh,
want
yeah.
it, then
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Different.
Let me put on my apron and start to scrubbing with the toothbrush. Like I am down.
Yeah. And that's
you know?
not to say that I'm like, I want to mooch off you and be lazy and not do anything ever. It's like, I
Right.
probably would want my own money and side hustle and like that type of thing. But when it comes to gender roles, it's like, yeah, I'll still do my own thing and not just be at home, but I will still be the one cooking and cleaning and providing for you.
I feel the same way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still feel that need as like a woman where it's like, no, like I'll just take care of it though. You know,
like, I don't know. It's weird because it's like, I like submissive when it comes to relationships.
yeah. And I guess I also like the idea of a hairdresser too, because it's like you can make your own schedule.
Yeah.
You don't have to go off certain things. So it like a lot of hairdressers, they are like moms and stuff of like multiple kids because it's so easy. And it's like you still make a bunch of money, but you can literally make your own schedule however you want. Like
Yeah.
you could spend your whole mornings with your kids, and then by the time you could still pick them up for school and still make like a
Yeah.
grand a
Yep.
day, you know?
Yeah.
So
Say less.
yeah, it's like
That's crazy.
it's really cool, especially if you get really good at it. Like you know, people will pay fucking thousands of dollars just for one session, and then you go home. You know, so
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's why I also really like that, because then I can be submissive to that person that I want to be, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, I won't submit if you're treating me like trash. But
Yeah, if you're treating
I mean,
yeah.
I will anyway.
I was gonna say that's not true. That's a false statement, bruh.
But
Hey.
it's weird though, thinking like the type of person I am, like to not be that. But I'm like, I'm very much like that. Like I'm very much like that. Like I want to do everything for you. I want to be that.
You don't have to be
person.
that person anymore, though.
Truth.
Yeah, but it's like I want to. Like I
Yeah.
like doing. Like how do I make your life easier since you treat me so good?
Yeah, just make sure they treat you good, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
that's the main
what's
part.
your opinion about gender roles then?
Gender role?
Gender
I mean,
roles.
I mean, I feel like if, you know, for me personally, it doesn't really matter. Like if one person, because since I'm going to be personally like a dancer, and I'm not going to make too much money off of it, but the person that's with me, if they're, you know, if their role is like reversed where it's like they're the actual breadwinners, then, you know, then that's what that is. But I can't cook for shit. I can't do stuff. I can clean. I can do a lot of other stuff, you know? But I mean, so as long as maybe the other person is trying to fill in the gaps, then cool.
You can clean and buy dinner.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, because she got that money. So I mean, we can get that shit.
Do you guys think it's important to share the same beliefs as your partner, like religion or faith and like that, like things like that? Like not like, oh, we have the same interests in this, and this, but
Right.
like beliefs of like
Beliefs. I think the person I marry, I would want them to be on the same kind of level with me.
Yeah.
But if I'm just like dating somebody, I don't really care. I think just at least like believe in something. Like I don't care what it is, but just something.
Dude, I think it's sad when people don't believe in nothing.
When you just like believe in nothing, like that, nothing happens to you after life. It's like, bro, go touch some grass. Like go outside. Like be with the earth. Like my God, that
touch
is
some grass.
Like, go touch some grass. Like there is life out there. I promise you.
Yeah. Like I just feel when people are like, this is life, this is it, you die and it's just over. Like I'm like, come on, there's more to this like world. Like come on.
Right.
I think it's important. Like I'm really big on it's like I'm a super faithful person. I don't really talk about it, but like I don't go to church. I don't consider myself a certain religion and stuff, but it's like I need the person that I am going to like marry and that type of stuff to know that like, you know, if I tell you like praying for you, I want to hear like praying for you too. Not, oh, fuck that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's a big thing for me. Like people are allowed to have their own opinions about things, but with me being such a faithful person, I'm like, no, God's real.
Right.
Your opinion?
Yeah, Bryan.
I can't, dude. Well, here's the thing about it. There's so much things out there that can't be explained.
Yes, very true.
You know what I mean? There just is. And the possibility of someone or something being of higher, greater power out there is just so abundant. You know what I mean? As far as examples of miracles, as far as like the pyramids themselves, the way that they were actually made. I mean, come on, dude. There's got to be something. So, I mean, I definitely think that there is a higher being out there, you know,
That's
without
good.
a doubt.
Yeah.
You know, because there's no way. There's just absolutely no way that there's not.
Exactly.
100%.
Exactly. Cool. We on the same page about that, guys.
Cool.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Okay, what's the difference between... I got asked this by a therapist when I was really young, because growing up for years, I didn't believe in love. I was like, I think love's a myth. I don't think it's a thing. I'm like, I think you can care about people, but I don't think love is real.
No
And they were
way.
like, yeah, I was like that for a long time. I was like,
That's
I don't
wild.
believe in love. And I was like, I care about people. And they were like, what's the difference between caring for someone and loving someone? And I was like, oh, shit. So it's like, what's the difference? Right? Like that stumped me as a kid.
I guess
No, I can think of the difference, but I just can't really put it into words.
it's like I guess there's like a caring, like as far as like, let's say you have someone that you pay to watch your child, to care for them. It's a responsibility, you know? So some people could just look at it as something that they have to do in order to really cater to what their needs are. And so that's probably at least maybe the difference in my opinion. But there really isn't much difference when
Exactly.
you really look at it.
Yeah.
I think I care about my coffee table, but I'm not gonna like be heart shattered if it's broken.
That's a good example.
That's kind of the best way I can put it, where it's like I care for somebody, like I hope you do well, I hope things are great, but it's like when I like love someone or something, it's like I care for it, like it's like deep. Love it, it's deep, you know. Like you can still care for somebody deeply, you know, you can still care, but you don't have to like love that person to care about them, or like care about the situation they're going through, or like anything going on, you know.
Yeah.
Can you love more than one person at a time?
Well, there's different kinds of love.
Yeah,
can you be in love with multiple people at the same time?
Like the love of like, let's say, relationship kind of love? Or?
Yeah. Well,
because then there's different kinds of love.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Can you be in love with multiple people?
Like I like want to marry him and I want to marry him.
Yeah, like you're conflicted between the two of like I love them both.
Well,
like some Vampire Diaries shit.
Yeah, I think you can love them both, but there's I think you can love like two people, but there's always going to be one person who you like lean more towards, whether you realize it or not. So I think there's always one over the other.
What about other like countries that marry multiple, you know, people?
I feel like that's by kind of like force, not because they actually feel.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What if it's not by force? What if it's actually by choice?
I still think, like what Kailie said, it's always going to lean more to one than the other.
Yeah,
so
there's always going
to choose.
There's always going to be a main girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
There's always going to be the OG, the main wife, right? Yeah, there's always going to be one person.
The number one wife.
Right.
Do you think there's more than one true love in a lifetime?
Yeah, 100%. I think you can be in love with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Like the love of my life. You have more than one love of your life in a lifetime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because think of how much you change.
Yeah.
Like, you can literally change as a person in like 2 weeks. So it's like, yeah, that person I was a year ago, that person was in love with that person. But that doesn't mean the person I am now has to still be in love with that person. I can still love somebody just as deeply as somebody else.
Yeah.
You know?
Facts. Especially when other people are just like, they have more traits of what you love. You know, there's other people that have the same traits or better traits or other stuff.
Right.
That you look into and you're like, damn, this motherfucker's way better than the person I had last time.
Right.
It's like, what the fuck?
When it comes to the person you had last time type thing, do you think closure is important when it comes to breakups? Because I've like seen so many things like online and on social media about like closure is not a thing, because why do you have to be told twice that the person doesn't want to be with you? Like, what does closure actually do? Like, you want to know certain things, but that doesn't change the ending. So why do you want to know?
I think closure is just literally like peace of mind, because it's like you can break up with somebody and they can be in shock about it, right? And then they're like, no, there's no way he really means this. Like, he's coming back. But then if he just never says anything to you, then that's also closure of being like, okay, no, that really was it. Like, now I can settle with it. But it's like, but there's still going to have to be that second confirmation of like, no, I really am done. Like, this is not working. You know, there's always going to be like a second time. I feel like. So it's like whether the closure is now or whether the closure is in 6 months, you know, the closure can be in a lot of different ways.
I feel like to me, closure is just an excuse to see them one more time, to hopefully hear what you want to hear.
No, it can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be.
Like, I think it's just an excuse to see them again, because it's like, if you guys are going to get back together, it's going to happen. Someone's going to reach out for that purpose. But to be told multiple times that they don't want to be with you, it's like you don't really need to be told that, because if it happens, it happens. And you know it's a breakup at the end of the day. And I think that's kind of what it is. Yeah.
And then I think it's also hard too, like, especially when you're the person like breaking up with somebody else and they're like in shock about it. It's always hard, because then it's like, but you know, there is times in the breakup where even when you did break up with somebody, you kind of start to second guess when you get lonely, you know, where you're like, oh, should I have broken up with that person? Should I not have, you know? And so then, you know, and it kind of gets you in a weird spot. So it's like, I don't know.
That's why I feel like
I think confirmation is always good too.
That's why I'm like, I feel like anyone's mind can change at any time. And if it changes, that's when you should approach someone, but not when you're like, hey, I'm not sure, but this is what I think. It's like, okay, well, I'm in the same boat still.
Right.
What were you saying?
Oh, shoot. I was just going to say, like, like personally, I need to know what I need to work on. Right? Like what initially went wrong in the relationship that led you to thinking this way, or my actions provide, so how do I become better? Right? Sometimes them letting me know what I need to focus on, what I need to work on would also help me too, because sometimes as a male we're kind of idiots to some things, right? We're just not
You said it.
bruh,
Yeah, we didn't say it, y'all.
we're not as aware, to sometimes what our actions are, really like actually, doing to some of you guys sometimes, because we don't really sometimes mean it with those intentions. Anyway, I was going to provide an example with the very first relationship I had. So that ex, she ended up cheating on me with one of her best friends. It was a girl. They kissed, right? I know.
Oh my God! Back to the best friend. Her point just keeps getting
I'm like,
proven.
I don't know.
They kissed, right? Her best friend. They kissed. So she found out she was lesbian.
Kissed a dude.
No, lesbian. She found out she was lesbian.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, pretty wild, huh?
Cheated,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, she cheated. So, and basically, like, I was heartbroken at the time because I found out, and I dumped her. But I went back to see her again because, I was like, fuck, I'm gonna see her because I needed to get something. And then as soon as I saw her, I started bawling, crying, and asking her why she could do that why would you do that to me?
Yeah.
Why do you want to know? Because it doesn't change anything. She still did it. Why do you want to know the reason?
Well, that's where, I wanted to know to improve. That's where because it was my very first relationship. I had no idea what I was doing. I don't know what I did wrong, And plus,
Right.
I was not always, my dad was not the best example as far as relationships. This dude would go be on and off with this other person, like, very easily. He used to tell me, like, his relationships were, he had about maybe 3 women that he would go back and forth with, like, almost every day. One for the morning, one for the afternoon, one for the night.
What?
Yeah, like, my dad was a stud,
A stud.
But it's like, at the same time, like, that's not what I want, that's not.
Yeah,
but
no.
how can I approach anybody that I don't know as far as like how a relationship should be working?
Yeah.
And so, because I had no idea what I did wrong, what I could have done, what I could have changed, I was just so in my own head.
How old were you again?
18.
Oh, yeah, you were 18.
Wow.
I was 18.
Damn. Yeah.
And so I was like, dude, how the fuck, what could I do? What did I wrong?
Right.
Like, really, like, was I too abrasive with you? Was I just so in your own space? Like, maybe, cause sometimes that's what I think. Maybe I was just so much, like, involved in her own life that sometimes it could just be so overwhelming for someone to just be like,
Too much, yeah.
Like, give me some fucking space. I need to breathe.
Right. Yeah. We've talked about this.
Some shit, you know what I mean?
Do you
Some
believe
shit like
couples
that.
should do everything together?
Fuck. No.
Katie's on another level of doing everything together.
Yeah, I would.
I'm talking.
It's like.
I'm talking. Her homeboy is laying on the bathroom floor with a pillow while she showers. I'm talking attachment.
I attach myself to. That's why I'm like, I attach hard. I know that people shouldn't do everything. Like, I don't think people should go out of their way to do everything together. But if you can, I think it's like you want to spend most of your time
I'm gonna
with
involve
them.
the person, as much as I
You
can
know?
with them.
Like, not go out of your way and cancel plans and stuff to be with them.
No.
But I don't know. I feel like when 2 people become one, then you become one.
So
Yeah.
you go to the bathroom together. Like, bro, that's a little much for me.
It
wait,
is.
really? Bathroom?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's.
When
whatever.
I attach, I attached hard. But
Mm.
that is something I'm
facts.
trying to work on.
No, yeah, because I'm like I've taken a shit and the person was showering, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
well,
to
that's
go
not weird.
out of your way to be like, come conversate with me while I'm in the shower.
Oh, for real? That's fun. I've done stuff like that.
Okay, yes,
'Cause,
but
You know what I mean? I guess
Yeah, but
it's
that
just how you see
need.
it.
It's not
It's
like
the
just for
need,
fun.
yeah.
It's just the need for her.
Yeah.
It's like, I need you to be in here. I need you to be right next to me.
all the time.
Oh,
yeah,
like
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, if it's like a necessity kind of thing, then probably seek some help. You know what I mean? But not.
I mean,
but not
I'm
like.
working
but-
on it.
but
I
not
know.
like that,
I know.
I
you know what I
am.
mean?
I don't think it's okay. I'm just saying. I did
I don't
think that
think-
for a while.
Yeah,
I don't
girl,
know.
that is.
You have to explain it a little bit better because I feel
I
like
will
what you're
roast you
saying
for that.
isn't so obsessed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Isn't that obsessed? The way that you're kind of putting it isn't that
Yeah.
obsessed.
Yeah.
It was obsessive. When
Yeah.
I attach myself and I'm like super in love with a person, I am blindly in love with them. I want everything to do with you. My entire life revolves around you now. Everything is just you. I put you on a pedestal. I want to do everything with you. Like super, super obsessive. That's why it's like I want to be obsessed with the person that I like marry. I want them to be obsessed with me. I want you to want to do everything with me. And first relationship, it was like that. So I kind of got used to it where he wanted to do everything with me as much as I did with him. So then going into the next relationship where it wasn't like that, now it's like, oh, now I'm doing something wrong. But in the first relationship, it wasn't wrong. So it like really threw me off.
You're just like, guys' like love languages were different in the second round.
Yeah. And it's like, I guess.
Because you and the first ex had the same like kind of love language, you know? And so then
Exactly.
going into like a new relationship, and that's the only kind of relationship you ever known, you know, going into this one, you have different expectations where it's literally like,
Yeah.
I would rather you verbally tell me you love me than just to have sex with me, you know, like physical touch and like verbal communication, you know, it's just different.
Yeah, I think that's also why I learned it's so important that you need to have time between relationships to like heal first. Because I
Right.
jumped into the second one right after the first, and I just expected things to be the same. Like I thought it was normal. I
Right.
didn't even. I subconsciously went into it thinking some things were supposed to be the same, and then you end up comparing because you're not healed, and then
Right.
you're just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But fuck. Who am I to speak? I'm in the same boat. Literally it was like 2 months and I was like, boom, already in a relationship kind of shit too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. Don't
And is
do
it the fear of being lonely, or are you actually like, I love this person, time doesn't exist, no one can tell you when you're ready, you know?
Every relationship I've had outside of high school, I take like a year to get over.
Oh wow.
As you, most people probably
Honestly, you
should.
should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Should.
I take a long break. I remember there was one time I went like 3 years without sex.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
After being 18.
And
that's crazy.
I remember everybody like was like, Kailie, how do you like survive? And I was like, bro, I'm literally just don't care for dick. I'm just like there was obviously guys that like wanted to hook up, but I was just like, no. I was just like, I'm not in the mood. I was just like, I'm so focused on just like having fun and like not focused on like boys that just like
Penis.
doesn't like make me excited, you know?
Yeah. I think time doesn't matter of when you're ready.
I do not feel that way anymore though.
I think time doesn't matter when it comes to going into the next one. Like it's like, oh, you should wait a month or a year or
Yeah,
whatever.
I think it's just whenever you're ready.
I think it's when you're actually healed from the last one is when you're ready.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
feel-
Agreed.
Yeah. Okay. Last
feel that.
question.
Last question.
Just
Oh,
kinda
last
just-
question. Fuck. We have been talking for a long time.
I'm
but-
like, it's just like super, like a random one that I missed, but
okay.
it's back to kind of opposite friendship ish. Because that came up a lot. You kept seeing best friend, you know? But it comes to, like, if your partner was uncomfortable, like with one of your friends, like for no reason, like they just were, like, would you cut that friendship loose?
I did.
Yeah, like even if
I
it's
did
like,
for one of my friendships.
you know, it's like they give no reason for you not to like them, but your partner's like, I'm uncomfortable with you being friends with them.
Yeah,
What do you
because they're
do?
they're seeing a reason. They're seeing a reason that you're not. You know, I think sometimes sometimes it can be a control thing where guys really are like, no, nothing. You know, and I think there are really controlling people, but I think most of the time, if they don't want you to be friends with somebody, like they're seeing something that you're not in that person. You know, whether they have a crush on you or whether they like see that they have bad intentions as you as a friend or whatever. You know, so.
What are your thoughts?
I've been there.
That's the reason I brought it up. I've been on both. I've been on both sides.
Yeah.
I've been on. I was that friend that someone was uncomfortable with, and I've also been someone who was uncomfortable with my partner being friends with someone, but I didn't really have a reason for it.
Yeah.
And I noticed when it came to me being the friend, I was like, she either trusts you or you don't. Like, we're just friends. Like, what the hell? But then for me, it's like, it makes me uncomfortable that you're friends with this person. That's just that. You know,
Right.
like I've been on both sides.
Right.
So, what's your story?
It was you.
I know it was.
Yeah.
That's why I
Yeah.
want to know more about it, because I don't think we ever really talked about it.
Yeah, so it sucked completely because the thing is that's like your best friend. I knew you more, like I knew you longer than I did, that ex, and it was very
No, you didn't.
well. I mean,
I came after.
knew, huh?
I came after.
Well, knew of you,
Oh.
more like it. But my relationship with your brother and all that stuff was way before initially. So I mean, I've gotten to know at least of you, and then I got to know you better. Obviously, a little bit more ways into the relationship, but it was just heavy because it was like almost severing someone that was like helped me reach to where I was, and so it was. I don't know. It was just like super tough to do that. But I told her specifically that I'll only do it to this person. But if you ask me to do it to anyone else, I'm not going to. And because I don't want that to happen ever again, where someone tells me that I can't be friends with somebody. Because it's like, for me, I'll pick and choose my friends, and I'm going to be loyal to you, because we're in a relationship. But it's like, for you to decide my friendships and all that is not okay. You know what I mean?
I think that's different than like someone being like, you're not allowed to be friends with someone versus like, I'm uncomfortable with you guys being friends. Like, would you cut it loose?
Right.
Like, not someone saying you're not allowed, but being like, I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm uncomfortable with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, would you be like, okay, my partner's uncomfortable, like, that's that, I'm cutting it off? Or would
No.
it be like, because I know for a while you were like trying to defend like me and you and being like, we're just friends and this and this, but eventually it got to a point where, woke up to that text of, gotta be real with you, gotta distance myself. And I was like, I was sad about it, but I understood it at the same time, because that's what I want. That's what I would want someone to do for me too. So it's like a lot of respect for that, but it was hard for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like,
But you said no. You said no if it's not someone telling you what to do, but if they just said I'm uncomfortable with this, do what you want with it.
Uh-huh.
Like, you wouldn't cut that friendship loose.
I would try to understand what the uncomfortability is, and if it's too severe for the relationship to function, then it would either have to be the relationship needs to sever, or the relationship with the best friend needs to kind of go away.
Yeah.
So it would just depend, because if it's just because like that person just makes me uncomfortable just because, like, let's say they're better looking than me, they're
Like
your
insecurities.
insecurities kind of thing, at that point I'd be like, okay, well, it's not that person, it's you. You need to work on yourself to make yourself, your insecurities not be like
you did
this
it
high.
anyway, though.
Exactly. Right? And so this is what I'm talking about. This is why I was like, I put my foot down. I said, bitch, I said, bitch, ain't no other friend this isn't gonna happen to, because I'm done. You're not gonna control the friends that it's not. And so I was heartbroken that I did it, because I didn't want to do it at all.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to fucking do that. But I knew that I was like, okay, if this relationship is really going to be key and you really think it's going to work out, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it for you, but that's it. That's all I'm going to do. Nothing else.
Yeah, honestly, at the time, it kind of felt like it wasn't a big deal to you. Like, reading what you sent to me, I was like, maybe it wasn't as deep for him as it was for me. Like, you kind of made it seem easy.
No. I had to make it like that, because I knew I had to, like, show her.
Yeah.
And so since she's reading it, it's just going to be, like, have to be very blunt, this and that. And
because I remember not saying anything back.
No,
I
yeah.
remember just like removing our locations and being like, okay.
Yeah. No, I was actually like, if I could have faked it, I would have. I wish I would have faked it, actually. That would have been super cool. That would have been so funny.
What do you mean?
Like, send a text to someone and just write Katie on there or something.
You're fucked up. You're fucked up.
No, because I'm like, bro, you can't just decide that because of your insecurities in your own self. that shouldn't be the factor. You know what I mean? That shouldn't be like why you know are acting this way or being irrational or you know overthinking stuff, because that's not how it should be. You know, and that's fine if that's how you are, but it's like at the same time, it's like work your way into making yourself feel a lot more secure about who you are and things like that. And then, you know, but don't blame it on somebody else because of the stuff,
I mean,
you know what I mean?
I remember it was around my birthday when you were like, "Oh, happy birthday. Like, you know, I'll buy you a drink. Let's go out, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, I thought you weren't allowed to. But then you kind of slowly came back into my life, but you were still with her. So it's like, did it still bother her, but you did it anyways?
Here's the thing about that. It's like the porn situation. You just don't tell her. It's like...
You were friends with me again and you didn't tell her?
Mm-hmm.
Is that emotionally cheating, Kailie?
That is fucked up. No offense.
No, because it's like she made me try to like remove you out of my life. But I'm like, but you're my best friend. It's like, what the fuck? Why would I just all of a sudden just say, fuck, you know, all right, fuck my best friend.
You did, though. I'm like, you cut me off, though.
Yeah. But I didn't want to.
But how are you going to be like, I'm not going to be like, nah, fuck my best friend. But you were like, oh, fuck my best friend.
No, I was like,
And then you changed
fuck.
your mind.
No, he was
Change my
just
mind?
lying to her.
No, he did cut me off,
Yeah.
though. I didn't talk to him for months.
No, yeah.
So I'm like, you actually did. And that's when I was like, but then you changed your mind?
No, I didn't change my mind.
He
My
just
mind-
had to fake it.
Yep.
For a couple months?
Damn.
I had to fake it because I mean like this person that I'd like supposedly love is just so feeling this way, but I'm like I'm trying to help you, but at the same time I'm like okay, well I get it, maybe this person just needs this in their life in order to make them feel better and to be happy, and I'm like okay, I'll give you this, but that's all I'm gonna give you. But then I'm like I regret.
Okay, regret. Not change your mind.
No,
Okay.
because I regret saying yes. I regret actually doing that because that was unfair to this person. Because you did
Right.
nothing wrong. You know what I mean? You literally did nothing wrong.
You didn't hide it, though, because I remember, like, being out with, like, Justin and all the guys and stuff, and, like, we were cold and it was just me and her in the car. So it's just like she knew you were back around. Or was it just fine because she was there, too?
Guys, are we sure we want to have this entire conversation on the podcast?
It's like
And
so
having the perspective, two people actually on this, you know?
right? It's like she's just like she was fine with it and then she wasn't fine with it. It's like all of a sudden it's like, oh, you know, all right, fine, you're there. What's gonna happen? Nothing, right? Okay, great, because you're there. Great, that's because of your insecurities. It's you know, whatever. That's fine. But then even so, she still wasn't okay with it to a whole degree. It's like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? You know what I mean? Like, what do I have to do in order for you to actually just finally be okay with this? Because it's like I don't get it. I don't understand.
Oh, like she was super like back and forth with it?
Yeah.
Or, yeah, that's kind of confusing. I think
know what
if
I mean?
you're like, if you're going to say that to your partner, you need to be like set in stone about what you're talking about. Because then it creates a lot of confusion and miscommunication, and then lines get blurred, and then it's like everyone's
Yeah.
fucked. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was so back and forth. It was like, all right, yeah, it's cool, whatever, or no, it's not. Okay, all right. And it's like, bro, some days you feel good, some days you don't feel as good, and that's, you know, that's your reason. That's your no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My last relationship, too, was kind of the same thing with you. I don't think I ever told you about it, though.
No.
Yeah.
You didn't actually. So it's very interesting.
I'm like, he was also uncomfortable with the fact that we were so close and that type of thing.
Oh,
And
wow.
I feel like with me, it was more of the boundary thing. Like, it wasn't like, okay, I'm going to cut him off and this, and this. It was more like, okay, I will distance myself and make a rule of we won't hang out alone, or, you know, like, I'll show you what we talk about, like that type of stuff to make him comfortable and like have that boundary, you know, like instead of just completely cutting it and being like, okay. Like, I feel like I still put up walls
Yeah.
because he felt a certain way about it, but he wouldn't admit that he felt a certain way about it. But it's like, I knew, you know?
You could just tell.
Yeah. So
And
that's
she
why
she wouldn't let me do that. By the
Yeah.
way, too, because I
Yeah.
talked about stuff like that. I've like showed messages. I've showed things like so many stuff. But anyway, sorry to cut you off.
No, yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about it. It's like I set up boundaries and put up certain walls and distanced myself, but I was like, I'm not going to just cut it off. Like, I was like, that's the compromise. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I told you that. Yeah.
That was wild.
Yeah, guys.
Had no idea he felt
Anything we should end on a lighter note?
I feel
a
like
happy note?
we need to end on something fun.
Yeah, I agree.
So find a fun question.
that. Fun question.
I don't know. What's a good closure, guys? Or should we just go around like sharing something, like our opinions about something where it's not like super in depth or sex?
I could always
Sex
talk about
sells.
sex.
I know, same. I think all three of us.
I love
could.
sex.
I love sex. Yeah, no. I think fucking live your best life. And also I just decided, I guess I can talk about like how I view relationships now compared to like how I used to.
Yeah.
Like just
Ooh,
quickly.
yeah.
So basically like I used to always be in like monogamous relationships, but right now, like when I'm in my 20s, the best way I can like describe like the way I would want to be with somebody right now is because I always like the idea, I was like, oh, what's like an open relationship? But I guess an open relationship is just when you are like, you're with somebody, but you have sex with other people and it's just strictly sex.
Yep.
But I was like, but what if it's the other way around? And I was like, because I feel like we're in our 20s, we're young, things change, people change all the time, you know? And just as individuals. And so it's like, I don't want to stop you. Like, if I'm not your person, like, let's not waste each other's time. And like, I want you to still be open to meeting other people because I don't want to stop you from like you finding your person or I find my person because I'm in a relationship with somebody, you know, and I'm just so exclusive, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, but you still want to be with that person. You still want that person to be exclusive with you. But at the same time, it's like, but if you meet somebody at work and you're really connecting and you think there might actually be a connection there, it's like, okay, go for it. Go on a date, see how it is. But don't be just like fucking everybody.
Yeah.
You know, that's the one thing where I'm like, I don't need like,
fuck history.
yeah, I'm like, no, I don't need you fucking everybody, but I also don't want to ever hold anybody back from like finding their person or them holding me back from finding my person, you know?
Yeah. I think my view on relationships is I could never do an open relationship. Like, I feel like if it's my person, it's my person, you know?
Yeah.
And if you're not sure if that's your person and you want to go out and explore, maybe, you know, like you said, find your potential person, then you guys shouldn't be in a relationship. It should be like, you know, you're dating around, blah, 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 whatever, and going around and talking to people. If you don't find that vibe with anyone else, then it's like, okay, like I want it to be just me and you because I figured that out.
Yeah.
What's your view on relationships?
Like what I want as a relationship, or
Like kind of how she viewed relationships a certain way, and I viewed mine as like I couldn't do open and.
Well, I was. Let's see. I guess I'll just talk about like initially what I want. I mean, I definitely want some kind of monogamy.
Yeah.
But also, I enjoy just talking with people. So I guess it can be kind of difficult because, since for me, like I basically attach myself very easily to people. So that's the one thing that's tough. It's like sometimes I'm kind of blind to not knowing that, like, if I really like this person or if I don't like this person. Do I just only like them or love them because of my conversations that I have, or am I physically attracted to this person? So it's kind of confusing sometimes for me, like relationships. So I don't know, but I guess what I want is definitely like a person, a single person.
A human?
Yeah,
Right.
I definitely want a single person. Yeah, a human for sure.
Okay.
It kind of sounds like you're in the same boat as her with not physical, but like emotionally open.
Yeah. Where it's like you still like to be able to like talk to people and yeah.
Yeah, I would say yes and no. I don't know. It's just tough because if I do meet that one person, then I'm just gonna be with that one person. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's how I am.
Yeah.
Okay. That's I don't know. But if I don't meet that person, then I'm like, well, man, I don't know, because sure she vibes enough, but she's not she's not the like full on vibe. You know what I mean?
She's just like half vibing right now.
Yeah.
Like that's why
I'm
to
looking for the
me-
full vibe.
Yeah,
Like, that's why it's like I wouldn't put
Yeah.
a title on it unless it's the full vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's also another thing
I
too.
don't know,
Like
it's
when I'm viewing like relationships right now, it's also like very much like, okay, like there's we're hooking up, and then there's like the like situation stage, and then there's like we're like dating, you know, where it's like we're exclusive, and then there's like boyfriend, girlfriend, like here's my mom, here's my dad, we will
Talk
be
about
at
our
Christmas
future.
together, talk about our future together. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of where my head is at with dating. So it's very like, I'm not looking for somebody I take home on Christmas, you know.
And I feel like with hookups and stuff too, it's like, I don't think that you can hook up with someone that you have an emotional connection to.
Well, yeah, I think, well, like having one night stands with people, I don't think that's hooking up. I think hooking up is like considered when you're like hooking up with the same person like over and over again.
That's what I mean. I don't think you could do that with someone that you emotionally feel something for, because I feel like
you have to, or you don't.
Like, I feel like if you are physical with someone that you have an emotional connection with, it's just going to turn into more. Or
I can, yeah.
Because when you think about it, relationships are emotional connection, and then there's physical with that one person on top of it. So at that point, aren't you guys just dating?
No.
Or is it a situationship?
No. I think you're going over there and you're, one, enjoying each other's company, and then two, you're also enjoying the sex. But that doesn't mean like I want to go like out on a date with you. Like, I don't even know how you are outside of the bedroom, bro. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I'm not going to say that we're dating when I don't even know what you would wear to the bar.
That's what I mean, though.
You know?
If you already had that emotional connection and then you decide it's just going to be physical, I don't think that's a thing.
Oh yeah, it's kind of.
I think it's just like if it does stay like that, where it's like there is emotional connection, but you guys just strictly stay physical. I think well, obviously it's going to have to end at some point, and one person's going to be kind of upset about it. You know, one person's going to be feeling a little bit more than the other, because it's either I'm in love with you, or it's fucking like I'm dating somebody now. Like, this has to end. You know.
Yeah.
So it's always going to be one person where it's like, oh damn. Or they held on to the end compared to the other person. So
yeah,
it's just a matter of time.
It's all
you know,
just a matter of time.
Right?
What's your view on it?
Oh,
Everyone's just like, what was the question?
yeah, sorry.
We can go into so much detail.
Well,
I know, this is why we stay up so long. We can talk forever.
Yeah,
we're like,
this
one
could
more
be
thing.
this could be a 5-hour podcast if we wanted to.
I know. We'll try to keep it short though, because people got things to do tomorrow. But I don't know. I guess your view on, you already have an emotional connection with someone and it becomes physical. Like, I don't think it could remain just physical, because there's already that emotion behind it.
If the emotion came first, yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
You know,
for sure.
Like, I feel like it's bound to turn into something more, or it's one-sided, or, you know.
Or what if you were physical first and then the emotions came later?
I think that's different. If it's like emotions came after, then it's like, do we want something out of this, or do we just call it off?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's different. But if it's emotion there first and then you take that next step, I don't know. Like, I feel like that gets confusing.
Yeah, if it's emotions then sex, then it's like you need to date. You know? Like, but if
That's
you're
what I mean.
physical and then you're emotional after, well, most likely when you get physical with someone, eventually someone's going to have an emotional attachment, you know?
Yeah.
So
That's why I guess we're asking that view on it. Emotion first, and then physical first, and then emotion. Like,
like, do guys catch feelings after
like,
hookups?
I guess one of guys' like perspective on it.
Well, I mean, there's definitely some guys that are like, damn, that was some good pussy, whatever. So it's like, there is
so
that
physical coming first.
So,
Right.
So I mean, usually they're like, oh fuck, you know, what else is gonna be good about her? You know what I mean? It's like, so besides, so the physical, and then, you know, obviously the emotional. Now, if we're talking
that
about,
makes sense. Okay.
now if we're talking about like emotional, well, I mean, the reason why you're hooking up is because there was just so much emotions,
Right. It's
that
normal.
it led to some sexual kind of activity,
Right.
And to, you know, just because it's like, that's only natural. You know what I mean? There's just so much tension. There's so much emotion sometimes. It's very overwhelming. So, but I mean, yeah, I guess that would be tough. Would you consider that? Yeah,
sorry. I was just gonna say a side comment. So basically, if your pussy is just fire, he will want to get to know you.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's the best, give him the best head. He will call you the next day.
Yeah. True.
But
He will ask
but
you what
if
your
it's
favorite
emotion
color
first? Oh my.
He will ask you your favorite color next time.
Oh god. Or he'll ask
Take
like
notes,
what your
ladies.
like
Take
roommate
notes.
thinks of you.
Nice
Okay,
try.
but what's your like? So your opinion if it's emotion first? No, okay. If it's physical first, then emotions, then it's like you have to decide: are we going to take this further, or are we going to cut it off? But if it's emotion first and then physical for you, you're like at that point you should just date.
Yeah.
Like, is that how you're?
Yeah. Yeah, but there's also situations where you feel an emotional connection with somebody and then you hook up and it's trash. And then that just like
And,
and that
and it's
just
trash.
Could you
that
stay?
just makes
Could
you-
you stay friends?
if it was like a mutual, we were just like, nah, we both weren't feeling each other and we thought we were, then I could stay friends, I think.
But then as
Where
soon
I would
as you
just be
hop
like
into a
homies.
relation, but then as soon as you hop in a relationship, you have to cut that off.
Yeah. I mean, like homies, like peace, like I see you from over here kind of homies, not like.
Wait, explain that.
What?
Explain that.
Okay. She said, we can still be
hold on.
friends, but not really the friends we were.
We can be acquaintances now.
Yes, exactly. We can be acquaintances now. Like where I'm like, okay, you know, the emotion was great. We had the sex. It was bad. We both thought it was bad. Let's just go our separate ways, but still support each other.
So you don't think you could stay friends?
Not like besties. I wouldn't be besties. But I would just be like, we chill. We good. We see each other. You know?
I don't
I
get
see you
that,
from
but
across.
Because I
Across
think
the
now,
hall.
like thinking, like knowing like what I like is like there has to be a sexual connection. Like if like sex is not good, like I don't even want to train you. I'm just like, no.
I don't want to train you. No,
Yeah.
but that's what I mean, though. It's like if it
Like,
was
sex is
bad, or if
important.
it, oh yeah, 100%. But if it was,
But to some people it's not.
but it's like, yeah, I know some people are just not sexual. But it's like emotion first, then it's physical. You don't think you could stay friends after that? Like it's like you decide I don't want
If-
more, or I don't like. You can't go back to being friends.
If it was emotional and then you hooked up and it was bad,
Or just hooked up in general. Like,
Or
I don't
just
know.
hooked up
It
in
doesn't
general?
have to be bad.
you could, but then it's always like, I feel like there'll always be that thought in the back of like one of your guys' minds of being like, but what would happen if there was more? You know, like, oh, what could have been?
Yeah.
You know?
But then as soon as one of you gets in a relationship, that friendship is kind of over with anyways.
Yeah,
Out of the
because
respect for the other person.
yeah, because it's like you tried to basically be in a relationship with the person, you know, and obviously it didn't work out. So why is that person still like hanging around?
Yeah. And then I guess that goes back.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that goes. Well, then.
What? You still
Well, then I
here,
guess
bruh.
that kind of goes back to the whole like, can you be friends with the opposite sex too? And then it's like, no, you can't be friends with the opposite sex, and you definitely can't be friends with the opposite sex if you guys have history.
And what?
Oh.
That's how
No,
I feel
I'm
in
saying- no.
monogamous relationships.
No,
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying like, yeah.
Okay, I am reiterating those things. I think in monogamous relationships when like I want to marry somebody, but relationships that I want now, I don't feel that way. I'm
Yeah.
very relaxed now.
If
So,
it's like-
just to
Hella
put
chill,
that
bro.
out there.
If it's like we're
Just
serious,
to
I
put
want
that
to
out
marry
there.
you. You shouldn't have any like communication with someone that you have history with.
Yeah,
Out
I think
of
it's just
out of respect.
Yeah, I
think.
think it's just out of respect. Because it's like I don't need to be like walking in the grocery store and you're like saying what's up to your ex, you know? I'm like, no thanks.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
What's your opinion?
Oh, my opinion towards ties
I
with
mean,
history.
just I guess on the whole thing, like everything we talked. What did we talk about? Like ties.
Talked
with-
about a bunch of shit.
I know. We
Yeah.
literally just started having our own conversation.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, Bryan. What question?
I mean, you went from like physical, like emotional to
Yeah, I guess.
emotional to
Okay.
physical.
Okay. Your
and if
thoughts on
they're-
physical to emotional, and then your thoughts about emotional to physical. Can you just be friends? Would you explore else if it's physical first? And then when a relationship comes along with someone else,
Yeah.
could you still be friends with that person?
Well, at the end of the day,
With that history.
you just gotta be real. Kind of like what Kaylee and you were telling me about. It was just that you gotta be real. You just gotta go ask them. Be like, what was your what's your thoughts on what initially happened? Things like that, right?
A sit down
So-
interview.
Exactly.
So,
you know what I mean?
How did you feel about that interaction?
Yeah. Because I mean, if let's say if the person does want it to further, then they would explore. They would then at that point really sit down and talk about stuff. Because you know, I mean, at the end of the day, you just got to talk about some shit. But who knows? Like, I guess it would just depend on the next partner that you're with and their kind of thoughts
like if
on
they're
it.
okay with it.
Yeah, because I mean, if like, let's say,
I don't think anyone would be okay with it though.
what,
right?
if like history wise?
Like,
if you had
you're-
history with somebody, yeah, it's
Like,
just
I
like
don't think
inappropriate. It's
anyone-
just like, bro,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Like I
it's
think
just weird.
anyone would be uncomfortable with like, oh yeah, I'm fine with you that you stay friends with that person that you've hooked up with once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just weird,
Like I feel like anyone would be like, no, that makes me uncomfortable.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. Like, wouldn't you be uncomfortable knowing that your partner is friends with
Well,
someone that she got with in the past, like, or have history?
I feel
in?
like the past is the past. And so sometimes if you can't let go of the past, then that person themselves probably just needs to work on themselves a little more, personally. Because, I mean, there's just so much stuff that you should be worrying about that in the present that the past shouldn't be mattering to your future, to your present.
But they would be friends with someone who they once had a like physical attraction to,
Again,
so you know they're still attracted
had.
to them. Okay,
Had. You know what I mean?
this shows how girls are different.
But
part.
you know what this all comes down to? This every one of these topics come down to it's just literally communicating with your partner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
done.
Like you literally just I want somebody who is just so straight up with me they just don't even like blink. Or they're just like
Yeah.
they're
communication
just
is
straight up
literally
like
key in
literally talking to
relationships.
me like
If they would
like,
just
bro, this is
say
the
this shit right now.
yes, like
Right away.
God, like I just want someone to just fucking look me in the face and just tell me it real.
It's like good.
Like it just everything just feels
dude.
so like fake to me. I just feel like
Everything's
everyone's lying to me.
sugarcoating.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
lying and sugarcoating.
Fuck
Yeah.
that sugar.
I'm like, no, give it to me fucking straight every time you say it
Give it to me
because
raw.
Yeah.
And even in relationships, I feel like communication's always so bad, and that's what starts arguments. Like I'm just like, like just talk.
Yeah, you
I
have to
just
figure
feel
out
like-
how like the best way it is to communicate with each other because if you guys are on different communication levels on how you communicate, then it is not healthy. Because some
Fact.
person could think you're arguing and the other person just thinks you're like communicating how you feel.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know?
for sure.
Mm.
And I feel like it's not just like, no, like you communicate and that's what fixes everything. It's not just how you communicate. You need to know how the other person likes to be communicated to.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
I agree.
Very
Anyways,
true.
again, light topic. Body count, go.
I
shit.
actually have to write it down because I was thinking about it today, and
No
I
way.
I didn't remember all of them.
Oh,
I am finally at that point now.
my
So
God.
yeah, now I have to keep a
Estimate.
notes app.
Estimate.
Guesstimate.
I think I'm in double digits now.
Double digits could be the teens to the
Damn.
20s to the 30s.
65. Just kidding.
Is that your age, bro?
I mean, no judgment to people with high body counts. Come on.
No, I think I'm 10, 11.
Okay. Body count, go.
Yeah.
hmm I'm disappointed in myself, but then it did start pretty.
Oh, God.
At
Oh,
18.
there's no judgment.
Yeah, exactly. I started late, y'all. Come on, I started at
Okay.
18. Come
Okay.
on, bro. But I'm at 25.
Okay.
Something like that.
26.
Yeah. To be fair, mine is so low because I am a repeat. I am a repeat.
Reuse,
judge.
recycle.
Hey,
Reduce,
so
reuse,
sometimes you gotta
recycle.
reuse that shit.
You're like, if I do that, my body count don't go up.
My body count does not go up. It is somebody I am somewhat comfortable with. So down.
See, it's crazy to me because
Yeah,
yours
yeah.
is like 25, but you're like, oh, it's because I started late. With me, we're roughly around the same number, but I was with someone for 7 years and then someone else for like 2.5 because I started young.
Yeah, because I mean, this
That kinda
relationship was
shows
like
how-
5 years almost, and then I had another relationship almost two or 3
Yeah.
years, and then my other relationship was close to about that same age. So it's like,
Yeah.
you know, with the four and a half relationships that I had, they were all long distance. I was trying to go for like the wife kind of stuff.
I could never
You
do
know what I
long
mean?
distance. Could you do long distance?
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
I need to fucking see you.
Yeah, attachment. I'm not gonna fucking call you and FaceTime and sleep. Fuck that.
Bro.
Oh, I don't like the FaceTime and sleep thing. Oh my God. I hate it when people are like that. Let's fall asleep on FaceTime. I'm like, fuck you, dude. No, I'm hanging up and I'm watching YouTube and I'm going to bed.
Hey, facts, bro.
Long
I
distance,
hate
I
that.
can't do that.
I
I can't
cannot.
do that.
Like, I need to like see my person.
Exactly.
I'm like,
we're not FaceTiming if you live around. Just come over.
Yeah, literally, just come over. I'm like, I'll meet you at the grocery store. I don't care. I just need to see you for just one time a day.
Like,
Quickie in the bathroom.
Right?
oh, doesn't always have to be physical.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
That just shows. Can you guys tell that they're both the same, and I'm the emotional Cancer one. Everything with me, I'm like emotion. With them, they're like, I know.
What? No, I'm just high sex drive. Come on, bro.
Yeah, but I run on emotions.
I'm
My
both.
sex drive
I'm
comes
both,
from
though.
emotion, I feel like.
I'm both.
But anyways, guys,
All right, guys, that was the podcast.
yeah, I feel like we got into some good things.
I think we got into a couple good topics.
I think I also changed like a lot of my views on things, like hearing other people's opinions. Like some things I was like, whoa, like I didn't even think about that, you know?
Yeah. I think
No, true that.
Yeah. I'm just in a weird spot because I was always monogamous for a long time, and now I'm just so open.
It's interesting.
Openly to date, so I'm kind of thinking about other situations too.
And
How
that's
I'd
why,
feel about it.
Like even seeing your facial reaction when Bryan was like, well, it could start as physical, but then it's like, oh, I want to know more about this person now, but it wasn't intentional.
Right.
Like you were like, oh,
yeah.
you know, you're like, I didn't think about it like that.
Right. Or it's like, yeah, that's how guys end up liking you, because men like are attracted to physical, they have to be physically attracted to you. Like they can't not be physically attracted.
That's why love is blind is not real.
No, but women can be
Facts.
more emotionally attached. Anyway, sorry, that's just going on to a different topic.
I know, we can
never mind. I'm done.
All right.
And another hour later.
Yeah, we will find more fun topics.
Yeah.
Next
Let's like have
one.
more fun next time.
Yeah.
Hey.